Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to another edition of Henley Hornets basketball on mybasin.com. Tonight, the Hornets on the road to wrap up Skyline Conference play here in Phoenix, Oregon, as the Hornets visit the Phoenix Pirates. Glad to be with you tonight. My name is Josh Eldridge. Henley enters play tonight with an 18-5 overall record and an 11-0 mark in league play. For Phoenix tonight, they are 9-12 on the season, 3-8 in Skyline Conference play. The Hornets, with a win tonight, would wrap up back-to-back undefeated conference seasons and at least a top 5 seed in the OSAA playoffs. The Phoenix Pirate girls tonight, they're playing for pride and in front of their senior night crowd. They are eliminated from postseason contention, but winners of each of their last 2 ball games, a 54-49 win that came against Mazama back on Tuesday. They played again on Wednesday night. They defeated 5A Ashland 47-41. So the Pirates playing good basketball here at the end of the season, but they run into the very best teams in the state in the Henley Hornets, who are looking to build momentum themselves heading into the postseason. Winners of each of their last 3 games, which actually began last Friday against Phoenix on the 13th. 2 Fridays ago, 79-34 was the win on Friday, the 13th of February against Phoenix. They also beat Phoenix earlier in the year inside the Hornets' nest, 84-18. Suffices to say, Henley's gotten the better of the Pirates, much like they've gotten the better of everybody else in the Skyline Conference so far. They're league champs, and like I said, looking to build momentum headed into the postseason. But one more regular season contest tonight at Phoenix High School. We're going to step aside one time here on our pregame show. When we come back, we'll tell you what else is happening around the state. A great game lined up tonight at Klamath Union High School. There's boys playoff action in the Klamath Basin as well. The Oregon Tech Lady Owls are in the Cascade Collegiate Conference quarterfinals. We'll keep you updated on all of it as we continue your broadcast tonight live from Phoenix High School on mybasin.com.
What are the best words you can hear tonight?
Order ready for Susan?
And if you hear those words at Abby's, you know it's going to be a legendary meal. Your pizza is loaded with toppings to the edge, premium ingredients, and real cheese. Yeah, baby. Gather with friends, play some video games, and watch the big game on TV. That's made Abby's a legendary pizza tradition for generations. And when you're ready to hear those magic words,
Tom, your order's ready.
you know where to go. You're always welcome at Abby's.
There's something special about this place. It's more than the quiet mornings and the open skies. It's more than the scenery. It's the people. Around here, people still wave when you pass by. They check in when something's wrong. They show up when it matters. At Sage Credit Union, we're proud to live and work in a region that believes in each other. A place where neighbors lend a hand, small businesses thrive, and generosity runs deep. We believe that being part of a community means giving back to it, not just with dollars, but with time, effort, and heart. That's why our employees earn paid volunteer time. That's why you'll see us at food drives, fundraisers, and the local fair. We show up for our community. This isn't just where we work. This is where we live, where we give, and where we grow. Right here, in the coffee shop, at the fundraiser, and in our local branch. At Sage Credit Union, we've found our people. We'll see you around town.
Over the last year, you've heard and seen the advertisement for God's Gifts 2, a local photographer who travels to high school sporting events and takes individual and team action photos at a great price. Something you may not know, though, is that the money from God's Gifts Photography supports 6 children in Kenya who Annalisa has met on mission trips. If you'd like to capture your athlete in action and help support these kids, call 541-281-2206. Search God's Gifts 2 on Facebook.
Josh Eldridge welcoming you back to Phoenix High School, the site of tonight's Skyline Conference affair between the Henley Hornets and the host Phoenix Pirates. Just about 4 minutes away from tip-off tonight. Henley, of course, 11-0 in the conference. They have booked themselves a ticket to the 16-team OSAA playoff. But the question of who they are going to play is still very much in the air. The regular season ends tonight for most teams around the state. So a couple of the games that we're keeping eyes on elsewhere around the state of Oregon, eyes on the Coapa League, the 4A number 1 league in Oregon. 2 games going on there. Seaside taking on Scappoose tonight. St. Helens is visiting Tillamook. And when you look at how this affects the seedings, this plays a major impact on who Henley might host, because Tillamook and Scappoose right in that 11 and 12 range. One of those teams is not going to be making the playoffs tonight. And, of course, with them each playing those top 2 teams, right? Seaside 9-2, St. Helens 9-2. They're each playing Tillamook and Scappoose, those 2 teams in the league. So it'll be really interesting to see how things shake out. Now, if both teams wind up losing to the theoretically superior teams in their league, it's actually Scappoose who has the tiebreaker over Tillamook, having beat them already 2 times this season. Now, Tillamook did win the most recent matchup, but earlier in the season, the Scappoose Indians beat the Cheesemakers twice, and so they would have the tiebreaker if their records are even at the end of the night tonight. And with them being the 12 seed, you'd have to imagine that's the team that would travel to the Klamath Basin to face the Henley Hornets in the opening round of the playoffs next week, although again, lots of things could change as the night goes on, because so many teams still have yet to solidify their playoff seeding. Seedings like Malala and Madras, they're still battling to see who's going to be the top seed out of that league. That's between 13 and 14. You could theoretically see one of those teams making the trip. There's lots of opportunities still left out there. North Bend is number 11. They're right in that mix as well. And those are probably the teams I would say most. I'm thinking legitimately, though, whoever gets that 3rd spot out of the Quappa League will likely be the team that travels to the Klamath Basin a week from tonight, or possibly on Saturday next week, for the opening round playoff matchup and a chance to win there to go to Forest Grove High School for the round of 8 in the OSAA state tournament. Seaside, the number 1 team in the state, like we said, they're in action tonight. You've also got Staten, the number 2 team in the state. They have this evening off. And then just continue to look down the list. Baker, Marist, and then Henley, your top 5. Like we discussed, St. Helens in action tonight. Cascade is number 7. Philomath is number 8. LeGrand is number 10. And North Bend is number 10. Pardon me, LeGrand is number 9. So that's just a look at how things are shaping up tonight. Again, the OSAA 4A rankings are going to freeze this weekend. The rankings freeze, next week. The rankings freeze next week ahead of the first round playoff date, which is scheduled for March 7th. So March 4th is when those rankings freeze next week. So still a lot to be decided. We are nearing tip-off tonight between the Henley Hornets and the Phoenix Pirates. And I believe we're getting ready for our anthem. Oh, we're honoring our seniors, our Phoenix High School cheerleaders tonight. And so I'll take a moment right here just to continue to look at the Skyline Conference as we talk about what Henley could be facing. We still have yet to decide the second team out of the Skyline Conference in as far as who gets that second auto bid to the 16-team playoff. And right now, a tie between Klamath Union and Mazama, both teams 6-5, and they play each other tonight. In fact, I believe they're scheduled to get going right now. I was watching their live stream a little bit ago, and they were doing their senior night a few minutes. Looks like they're scheduled to start in about 10 minutes, but we'll definitely be giving you updates tonight from Pell Court to let you know who the second team out of the Skyline Conference will be. A head-to-head battle to decide a playoff spot between 2 league rivals in KU and Mazama. That would be a fun one tonight. The Klamath Union students are broadcasting that one. If you look on YouTube, it's Klamath Union High School's KU TV. Would encourage you to at least have a tab open. Check it out. Hope that you give the Henley Hornets your full attention, but if you want to keep updated on the score, that's how you do it right there. And the KU students do a fantastic job with what they're able to do. So a great program to support, certainly. Last thing I want to clue you in on tonight, the Oregon Tech Lady Owls in action. They don't start for about another hour, but the Lady Owls in action against College of Idaho tonight. They are playing in the Cascade Collegiate Conference quarterfinals. That game starts at 7 o'clock this evening. They're all up in Salem, the Cascade Conference this year, doing something a little bit different, where the entire conference tournament is at one site. And since Corbin won the regular season title, they are the host, and they're actually playing right now. But once the Tech Lady Owls get on the floor, we'll clue you in on what's going on there as they look for a Cascade Collegiate Conference postseason championship, which would be played on Monday. We're going to step aside here on our pregame show as they've got senior night going on here, or at least I'll step aside. I'll tune into senior night for you folks, and we'll get that audio coming into the stream, and then once they're done, we'll go ahead and take a commercial break and get ready for tip-off tonight on mybasin.com.
Our senior cheerleaders tonight. And now, our lone senior on our group Centeriah Asana Fred, Jeneriah Yager Lloyd, and Beth Paulette Tamaro, her cousin. Her favorite memory was winning her first game with JV her junior year and the bus rides away to games. Her plans after graduation include studying for law enforcement and becoming a police officer. Deandra Ta'ora. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to remind you that tonight's contest is an extension of the classroom as all OSAA sanctioned events. We'd like to show sportsmanship to all athletes, all coaches, and all of
Senior night tonight here at Phoenix High School. The lone senior on the girls basketball team, Deidre Taua, being honored with all of the players having their T-shirts modeled after her. A great scene here tonight. As we rise for the national anthem, we'll step aside and be back in 2 minutes on mybasin.com.
Come on in. Hey, I'm Jason with Elevate Physical Therapy, Fitness and Performance, and just a little bit about us. So we started in March of 2020, opened right before COVID hit. It's been a wild ride. So one of the things I'm super passionate about is this idea of being guides or think about like a map and compass. If you think about our job as physical therapists is to take a person who's had an injury and help them kind of go from point A to point B. And everybody's journey is different. It's never a straight line. It's nice to have someone that's been there, that's walked that path before many times. And so we see it as our honor and privilege to be able to walk with patients through those little steps along the way of getting back to doing the things they love. So to get a hold of us at Elevate, you can call our number at 541-887-2030. Check out our website, elevateptfp.com. Or check us out on Instagram, shoot us a message.
The Klamath Basin is beautiful, from shimmering Klamath Lake to rich farmlands to the historic downtown. And with an average of over 300 days of sunshine every year, the Klamath Basin is a great place to be. We here at Basin Media Active have been supporting this community for many years, keeping it entertained and informed with friendly faces and familiar voices. You can stay up to date with the latest news, weather, stream live local sports, and check out our community calendar, all on our website, mybasin.com. And you can download our app for free in your app store right now. Basin Media Active, local community engaged.
Well, we're just about ready for tip-off tonight from Phoenix High School. Let's go ahead and introduce you to the starting five first for the visitors tonight, the Henley Hornets. Number 3, a junior guard, Preston Shade. Number 4, a senior guard, Lily Fassell. Number 10, a senior guard, Senya Campos. Number 15, a sophomore post, Michaela Schroeder. And number 22, a sophomore post, Gretchen Sheen. And with the disco balls in effect tonight here at Phoenix High School, let's introduce you to the starting five for the home team tonight, the Phoenix Pirates. Starting number 0, a freshman, Paisley Crenshaw. Number 1, a junior, Liliana Quintero. Number 3, a junior, Carson Sousa. Number 12, a sophomore, Zephariah Oxen. And the senior, number 24, Deidre Taua. The Phoenix Pirates are coached by Skylar Klein. She's assisted by Randy Kirkland. The Hornets coached by Randy Denson. He's assisted by Heidi Friend and Kevin Petrit. Our officials tonight from the Rogue Valley Basketball Officials Association want to encourage you to become an athletic official, whether it's basketball or any other sport you love. They're looking for baseball, softball, football, tennis, volleyball, soccer, whatever the case is. They want you to become an athletic official. If you live here in the Rogue Valley or you're back home in the Klamath Basin, or if you're in your own state somewhere else, ask your local association how you can get involved today. Bring up the Elevate Physical Therapy, Fitness, and Performance scoreboard means we are about ready for basketball tonight from Jackson County. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on MyBasin.com. In the circle to start this one is Michaela Schroeder and Zechariah Noxon. The Hornets control the opening tip, and they go from left to right. Gretchen Sheen has the pass there on the left side. They look for shade. Campos at the top of the key, but instead they look underneath to Facel, who scores and gets fouled. And that's a way to start the game for the Henley Hornets, a chance at a three-point play after the opening tip. Henley last time out picking up a win against Hidden Valley. In that one, Lily Facel had 13 points, and she was 3 for 3 at the line and gets started the right way here by making her first chance at the penalty stripe. Henley out to a 3-0 advantage. Just 13 seconds into the ball game, and then Phoenix turns the ball over. Henley's getting it back. It'll be Lily Facel to inbound. Throws it near side to Sheen, then head of the key to Shade. Shade throws it near side to Sheen, then in the corner to Campos. Denies the shot, instead tries to feed Schroeder in the post, but it's taken away by Paisley Crenshaw. She passes it ahead to Quintero. Pass comes back near side to Souza. She's guarded there by Shade, then on the wing to Quintero, trying to feed underneath, knocks in high off the glass, won't get it to go. And the rebound falls to the Hornets. Here comes Shade in the front court, down underneath to Sheen. A nifty move in the paint earns Sheen 2 points. And Henley up 5-0 to start this one. 7-11 still yet to go in the first quarter. Here's Carson Souza bringing it along the near side for the Phoenix Pirates. Has it at half court. It's pink out night tonight at Phoenix High School. See a pretty sizable student section there across the way. And a full cheer squad. I think that might be the biggest cheer squad in the conference that I've seen so far. Quintero has it, head of the key. She's trying to work in against Sheen with 12 to shoot. Sheen creates the turnover. Pushes it ahead to Campos. 1-on-2 in transition. Campos takes it herself and scores. And it's 7-0 Henley. 6:39 to go in the first quarter. Inbound pass intended for Crenshaw, taken away by Shade. She feeds Facel in close. A reverse layup is good. Henley out to a 9-0 lead, 90 seconds into the ball game, and a 30-second timeout on the way on MyBasin.com.
What are your goals? To get stronger, move better, feel healthier? Whatever you are aiming for, Harbor Isles is here to help you. They have brand new cardio and strength equipment. Harbor Isles offers indoor tennis courts, 4 indoor pickleball courts, energizing group classes, expert personal trainers, and a friendly, knowledgeable staff ready to guide you every step of the way. No matter what your goals are, Harbor Isles has everything you need to reach those goals. Stop by and see the difference for yourself. Harbor Isles, lose those reins and get your gains.
Welcome back to our continuing coverage of Henley basketball on MyBasin.com tonight. Henley out to a quick 9-0 advantage over Phoenix here in the first quarter. Paisley Crenshaw takes the inbound pass. She's double-teamed at half court, but dribbles through the double team. Able to get it to Noxon and then back outside to Sousa. An opportunity here at some offense for the Pirates. Top of the key, here's the senior Taua. Gives it over to Quintero. She's working against Sheen, head of the key, trying to find some room on the right side. Campos switches on to her. Quintero trying to work that block, but Shade steals it. Hornets 2-on-2 in the fast break. Schroeder gets the pass ahead, but is unable to get to the spot. It goes out of bounds, and the Hornets turn the ball over. Phoenix will take it. Sousa to inbound. Sousa looking for Quintero. Finds her here on the near side. Met quickly by Shade. They give it back to Sousa. Throws it there on the right side. Paisley Crenshaw, the freshman operating, picks up the dribble. Tries to get it down underneath to Noxon, but it's poked out of bounds. And the Hornets will get possession of the basketball back. 5:49 to go in the first quarter and a 9-point lead. Shade throws it to Sheen. Now back, head of the key to Shade. She's moving towards her left. Gives it up top to Facel. Whips the pass to Sheen, then to Campos in the corner. Campos thought about a three. Dribbles in. Kicks it outside to Shade. Shade lofts it underneath to Schroeder. She gets in close, and she'll make you pay. Michaela Schroeder in for 2. An 11-point lead already for Henley. 2.5 minutes into this one. Here is Crenshaw. Gets into the paint by Campos. Bounces the pass to Taua, and she gets fouled. A good feed by Crenshaw leads to the foul. And the senior headed to the line for a pair for the Phoenix Pirates. Deidre Taua, the only senior for the Pirates. Every player came into the gym tonight with a pink t-shirt with her face on it. And Well, I thought I'd see more of those shirts in the student section. I try to get those made for everybody, but I like that the team had her honored, and then she was the only one not wearing a shirt of any not wearing a T-shirt of any kind. So she had her own jersey on, and you could see her and knew that she was the only senior. A pretty cool way to honor the lone senior this year for the Pirates. She goes 1 for 2 at the line here, and the rebound falls to Preston Shade. Now over to Senya Campos. She's well beyond the arc. You can see she wanted to take that three. Instead, she'll give it up to Sheen, who does fire a triple, and she misses long. Preston Shade battles for the rebound here on the near side. Whips it up top to Campos. This time she'll try one from downtown and cashes in. Senya Campos, 5 points to start this one, and her team up by 13. 4:48 to go in the first quarter. Inbound pass stolen by Fasel. One-on-one against Sousa in close. No. Shade with the rebound, and the putback is good. Hornets typically unrelenting here in conference play, especially in the early parts of this game. They like to build out their lead and then work on their reserves late in the game. They've had running clocks in the fourth quarter of many conference games this season. And a whistle on the far side of the floor is going to result in a Henley foul. Give it to Gretchen Sheen. That'll be her first and the team's first. 4:24 to go in the first quarter. Checking in for Phoenix, the junior Jasmine Van Hook. She'll replace Taua. All right. Inbound pass goes on the right side to Sousa. Around the horn it goes into the hands of Crenshaw. They try to feed Noxon down low. Outside to Crenshaw again. She triggers one from range. It won't go. Rebound scrambled for on the baseline. Noxon wrestles it away. Tosses it up top to Quintero for three. Off the window, no. Noxon, a third chance. Outside to Crenshaw. Another three. And another miss for the Pirates. One more O board. Working on the interior is Van Hook. And she is fouled on the inside. Good work for the Pirates on the glass. It's going to earn them some free throws. Jasmine Van Hook to the line for two. It's a 16-1 ball game, halfway gone in the first quarter. A chance now to remind you tonight's broadcast brought to you by Geno's on East Main Street, celebrating their 40th anniversary. They're open every single morning at 6:30, serving up their famous breakfast burritos. Those are served all day long, along with other menu items like burgers, monthly specials, and Italian favorites. You can order online at ilovegenos.com or have it brought to you with DoorDash. Van Hook missed the first, second one on the way. Misses short. Phoenix gets another offensive board. Crenshaw, no. Finally, the Hornets come away with a miss. Fasel working ahead for the Hornets. Pass comes near side to Campos from downtown. She does it again. 19-1 the score, and another Pirates timeout. 3:44 to go in the first. Back with more Henley Hoops after this on mybasin.com.
It's time to reclaim your health and your autonomy. At Heartfelt OBGYN, they focus on you. Their evidence-based approach to care means fewer office visits and a targeted treatment plan to directly address your specific needs. They believe in solutions for their patients, not the industry's profit margin. The providers at Heartfelt OBGYN are committed to serving the community and giving back to the basin. Find them at heartfeltobgyn.com. Heartfelt, because you deserve to be in control of your body and your informed choices.
Senya Campos off to a blistering start in this one. 8 points in just 4 minutes and 15 seconds on the floor for her. Her team up 19-1 against the Phoenix Pirates in the final regular season game of the 2025-26 season. The playoffs are on the horizon for Henley. They already know that much. They don't quite know who they're going to play yet. A couple of options out there that we'll discuss again at halftime tonight, most likely, is when we'll be able to check in on some other scores around the state. But a chance to put together back-to-back undefeated conference seasons. That's what they're playing for tonight. They've already clinched their fourth straight title, but trying to, again, make it back-to-back undefeated seasons. The inbound pass goes to Preston Shade. Hesitates on her drive in, but scores anyway. Preston Shade's got 4 points. Henley out to a 20-point advantage here in the first quarter. Carson Sousa up front for the Pirates. She gives it up to Quintero here on the near side, guarded by Shade. Quintero tries to give it up to Crenshaw there on the right wing. Picks up the dribble, now even further from the key. Here's Van Hook. Van Hook brings Schroeder out to defend. Tries to get the pass off. Intercepted by Fasel. All alone in transition. She scores a pair. And that's 7 points for her and a 23-1 game. 3 minutes, 8 seconds to go in the first quarter. Inbound pass goes to Sousa. Gives it back up to Quintero. And now the Pirates into the front court. Quintero trying to drive right against J.C. Ladner, new to the game for Henley. Quintero has it poked free. I think it was last touched by Ladner as it went out. And so the Pirates will get to keep it. We're going to see a timeout called by Henley. 2:55 to go in the first, 23-1. Back with more next on mybasin.com.
The Klamath Basin is beautiful, from shimmering Klamath Lake to rich farmlands to the historic downtown. And with an average of over 300 days of sunshine every year, the Klamath Basin is a great place to be. We here at Basin Media Active have been supporting this community for many years, keeping it entertained and informed with friendly faces and familiar voices. You can stay up to date with the latest news, weather, stream live local sports, and check out our community calendar, all on our website, mybasin.com. And you can download our app for free in your app store right now. Basin Media Active, local community engaged.
23-1 the score, 2:55 to go in the first quarter. Henley Lady Hornets leading the Phoenix Pirates tonight on the road. It'll be Phoenix ball off the inbound. They get it into Foster, new to the game for the Pirates. She gives it back outside to Crenshaw. Now to Noxon on the block. Crenshaw once more. Bounces it down low to Noxon. She tries to drive in against Schroeder. Passes it back up top to Sousa. 10 to shoot for the Pirates. Underhand dish to Crenshaw. Gives it back up to Quintero, bothered by Sheen. Then on the wing to Sousa. 2 to shoot for the Pirates. They get a shot off. It's a prayer from near half court, unanswered by Liliana Quintero. A turnover on the shot clock violation will give Henley the basketball. Shoshani Pappas, new to the game here for Henley, takes the ball up. She's joined out there by Ladner, Sheen, Schroeder, and Conrad. Here's Ladner on the near wing. Gives up to Sheen. Left side for three. Leaves it short. The rebound falls to Ladner. She's hassled by 3 Pirates in the paint. Somehow gets it out to Pappas. Drives the near side. Then backs back out. Now to the hands of Sheen. Ladner, the intended target of a pass that goes through her hands, but she's able to track it down. Then over to Pappas. 20 to shoot for Henley. Great feed to Schroeder down low. She bangs around and gets fouled. She'll be shooting 2. Tonight's broadcast on mybasin.com brought to you in part by Elevate Physical Therapy, Fitness, and Performance. Elevate uses a modern and research-backed approach to physical therapy to ensure you see both a reduction in pain and enhanced mobility, getting you back to peak levels of optimal health and wellness. Elevate Physical Therapy, Fitness, and Performance has been treating athletes of all ages since 2020. First free throw from Schroeder off the mark, but she's got a second. And it's good. 3 points for Michaela tonight. Her team at a 23-point lead. 1:55 to go in the first quarter. Pass comes near side to Sousa, then dishes it in the corner to Quintero. Goes back outside to Crenshaw, trying to feed Foster down close. A good pass, but unable to connect on the bucket. Michaela Schroeder gets the rebound. Throws it near side to Ladner. Ladner trying to direct a little bit of traffic from the right wing. Gives it up to Pappas on the left side. Now back up top to Ladner. On the wing to Sheen. The Hornets passing it around the perimeter. Sheen has it back once more. Dishing it down low to Schroeder. Uses some space. Unable to get it though. Ladner the putback in 1. Great work on the boards that time for J.C. Ladner. A couple of offensive boards, and she's the one who winds up going to the line. J.C. Ladner already has 2 points tonight. This is her first look here. And there you go. 25-1. A minute 20 to go in the first quarter. Pass comes near side to Quintero. Taking a screen, going right. Then the pass goes over to Crenshaw on the far side. Crenshaw picks up the dribble, guarded beyond the arc by Schroeder. Tries to get the pass inside, taken away by Ladner. Ahead to Sheen. Sheen saves it from going out of bounds right to Schroeder, who connects for 2. 27-1, under a minute to go in the first. Sousa in front now for the Pirates. Has it on top of the key. Tries to get it underneath to Quintero, but it's poked free by Gretchen Sheen. Good hands underneath there by Sheen to deny what looked to be a good opportunity to bucket there for Phoenix. Now having to make them work a little bit harder. 25 seconds on the shot clock. To inbound is Crenshaw, the freshman looking, and she will try and find Foster top of the key. Taken away by Sheen. Rifles the pass to Conrad, skating the left side of the block. She scores her first 2 points of the night. 35 seconds to go in the first quarter. Pass comes near side. Here's Crenshaw. Takes the Foster screen going right. Tries to get rid of the pass to Noxon, but too much on it. It goes out of bounds. And the Hornets get the ball back. Shot clock is off. 25 seconds to go in the first. And they've got a 30-point lead. Shoshani Pappas, dish over to Ladner for three. It rims out. The rebound is going to fall to Phoenix. Pass comes ahead to Sousa, near side, driving the middle of the floor. Sousa will, draw a foul. Gretchen Sheen is going to have committed the block there. Probably could have gone either way, but it'll send Sousa to the line. These will be her first 2 free throws. As a team so far, Phoenix 1 of 4 at the line, make it 2 of 5. So they make one there. Second one coming up for Sousa. That one is no good. Misses wide left. 10 seconds to go. Henley gets the rebound. Here's Shoshani Pappas into the corner to Sheen. Down underneath to Ladner with 5. Back outside to Sheen with 3. With 2. Here's Pappas for 3 at the horn. No good. And we go to the end of the first quarter. Henley with a 31-2 advantage. We'll be back in 60 seconds on mybasin.com.
So lonely, I just sigh and moan. Seems like I've been waiting forever, wondering if you're coming home. I just saw your face, I know you're coming home. I swear there is no place home. And then I heard your voice. I know you're coming home. I know you're coming home.
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coldwell Banker, where home begins.
Hornets up by 29 to start the second quarter. 5 on the floor for them. Senya Campos, Preston Shea, Lily Fassell, Michaela Schroeder, and Shoshani Pappas. For Phoenix, it is going to be Sousa along with Noxon. She's out there with Foster and Liliana Quintero, and also Paisley Crenshaw. 8 seconds in, we'll have an inbound play for Phoenix. Crenshaw looking for anybody, finds Quintero on the right wing, rifles the pass back to Crenshaw. She drives into the paint, throws up a right-handed floater, too strong. Schroeder pulls down the rebound. Here's Campos in front for Henley. Steps back beyond the left side. She's already hit 2 from downtown tonight. Now Shade on the left side, looking to Pappas, head of the key. Back to Shade. Shade looking to direct a little bit of traffic. Gets it into Campos at the free throw line. A great feed to Schroeder. Takes some contact. No whistle, but she scores anyway. Michaela Schroeder in for 2. 33-2 the score. 7:20 to go in the first quarter. Sousa in front, has it between the circles. Shade comes out to guard her there. Pass goes in the corner to Crenshaw. Quick look from downtown, not going to go. And Fassell chases down the miss. Comes along the near side of the floor, throws it to Shade. A transition 3 is left short. And the rebound is going to be won by Preston Shade on the near side. Tough play there by the freshman Crenshaw to deny her, but Shade winds up winning that rebound battle anyway. Here's Pappas here on the right wing. Bounces it to Campos. Campos driving into the paint. A slick feed to Fassell. High off the window, no. Schroeder, the rebound. The putback attempt is off the mark. Another offensive board for Henley. Schroeder has it from 14 feet. She doesn't knock it down. A third opportunity will fall out of bounds, but the Hornets get to keep it. 6.5 to go in the first quarter, and they lead by 31. Inbound pass goes to Schroeder in close. Another miss, but Fassell grabs the miss this time, and she is fouled. A late whistle comes out in favor of the Hornets. Fassell goes to the line. They're going to charge the foul to Paisley Crenshaw. That's her second, the team's first this quarter. Lily shooting 2 at the line here, and she is able to make her first. 2 for 2 at the penalty stripe so far this game. She's got 8 points and a chance at one more. She cashes in. 35-2, 6.5 to go in the second quarter. Ahead is Sousa. Gives it up to Quintero. Switches to a left-handed dribble, finds all kinds of room in the middle and scores. Liliana Quintero with a heads-up play on a strong take. She saw the room, she capitalized. And now a 31-point game. Preston Shade with it on the left side. Gives it up to Campos. Fields a light double team, and then it's just knocks it on her. Campos trying to drive by. A reverse layup. Campos drives all the way in amongst the trees and scores. 37-4. Under 6 to go in the first half. With it now is Carson Sousa. Tries to drive left and then picks up her dribble. Gives it up to Quintero. Down underneath to Knoxon. She slipped right by her defender and scored 2. 37-6, 5:40 to go in the second quarter. Pappas feeds Campos there on the left side. Tried to bounce it into Schroeder, but a turnover is going to give Phoenix the basketball. Sousa rifles a pass ahead to Quintero, but it's out of bounds. Henley will get the ball back. Checking in for Phoenix, Jasmine Van Hook. Hornets along the near side. Preston Shade gives it up to Campos. Top of the key. Back to Shade. Then to Fussell. Right block. Mid-range jumper for Fussell. No good. Shoshani Pappas there for the rebound and the putback. 39-6. 5:12 to go in the second quarter. Liliana Quintero out back to Sousa. Has it on the right side. Guarded there by Fussell. Trying to get to the baseline and then takes a screen going back around the horn the other way. Pass comes to Quintero, head of the key for Phoenix, well beyond the arc, 16 to shoot. She drives in, steps back for 3, it's no good. The rebound, poked around, and then out of bounds, last touched by Lily Fussell. The Pirates will keep possession. 10 seconds on the shot clock. The Pirates going to have to be quick. All right. Inbound pass goes to Sousa on the left side. They give it back to Crenshaw in the corner. Now with 7 on the shot clock. Back to Sousa up top with 5. Now to Quintero with 4. Now on the near side to Crenshaw with 1. The Pirates aren't going to get the shot off in time. And a turnover will give Henley the basketball back. 4:37 to go in the half. 39-6. Preston Shade with the inbound pass there. Gives it up to Ladner there on the wing. Back to Shade, unguarded for 3. Good recovery by Crenshaw to get out and guard her, force the miss. 2 offensive rebounds results in a bucket for Michaela Schroeder and 1. Michaela Schroeder 1 for 2 at the line so far tonight. She's got 9 points. And again, a chance at one more here. She is unable to make it. The rebound falls to Crenshaw. Throws it ahead to Sousa, and the Pirates in the front court. Sousa trying to find some room in the middle. Works in against Fussell. Throws it back up top to Crenshaw. Crenshaw takes a screen going right. Has a little bit of room. Now into the hands of Sousa. Sousa working the left side of the floor. Guarded there by Ladner. Now trying to drive again in the middle. Rifles the pass to Van Hook. Good look. Will earn 2 points for Jasmine Van Hook. Pirates offense starting to work a little bit more comfortably here in the second quarter. They make it 41-8. 43-8 now. After 2 more points for Michaela Schroeder. Near side, here's Sousa. Gives it back over to Crenshaw. Guarded there by Ladner. Back to Sousa. Taking the Crenshaw screen, going right. Ladner switches onto her. Now back on the side to Crenshaw. Guarded there by Fussell. She tries a 3. It's no good. And looks like we had an off-ball foul. I think Jasmine Van Hook was whistled for something down in the paint. And that is her first foul. The third for the Phoenix Pirates in this period. Preston Shade heads to the bench. Shoshani Pappas is in. Brooklyn Conrad is in. She'll replace Michaela Schroeder. All right. Looks like we're ready to go. 3:22 to go in the second quarter. 43-8 the score. And Shoshani Pappas has it up top for Henley. Throws it to Fussell there on the wing. Fussell trying to drive in. Gets the pass off to Pappas near side. Fakes a pass to her left. Throws it right to Conrad and gets it right back. Pappas to Ladner. Bounces it to her up top of the key. Ladner working in against Sousa. Bounces the pass out to Fussell. A left wing three is good for Lily Fussell. 46-8. Timeout is called. 2:55 to go in the first half. Back with more Henley basketball next on mybasin.com.
Pacific Power works day in and day out to power our communities because we know our neighbors rely on us. We're trimming and clearing branches around poles and lines, protecting our system, and giving you real-time updates when storms roll in. You can count on us in all seasons. 24/7, we're here for you. Powering your greatness.
46-8, our score here at Phoenix High School. 2:55 to go in the second quarter. Henley leading the Phoenix Pirates. Want to check in on what's happening back home in the Klamath Basin at Pell Court. After one quarter of play, Klamath Union leads Mazama 14-11. Reminder, winner-take-all game there at Pell Court tonight. The winner will move on to the 16-team OSAA postseason. The loser is done. And so big game there again. After one quarter, Klamath Union leads by 3. We'll keep you updated on that score as we move along tonight. It will be Phoenix basketball as we get started coming out of the timeout. 5 on the floor for the Pirates. It's Noxon along with Sousa. They've also got Van Hook, Crenshaw, and Quintero out there. For Henley, it is Ladner, Conrad, Pappas, Fussell, and Sheen. Quintero slips right by her defender, had a great look at the cup, but was unable to cash in. Henley with the board. Pass goes ahead to Ladner. Pappas struggling in the paint, unable to get the shot off. An offensive rebound is good. Back up and in. I think that was Lily Fussell who put that one back up. And a 40-point advantage for Henley with 2.5 to go in the second quarter. Here's Quintero trying to get the pass down low to Noxon. Taken away by Ladner. JC racing ahead for the Hornets. Touch pass outside to Conrad. Not enough on it. A turnover in favor of Phoenix. Crenshaw racing the floor. She pushes off. Oh, they call her for the foul on Ladner. Thought that she had pushed off, but instead it'll be 2 free throws for Paisley Crenshaw. Crenshaw getting her first look at the line tonight. And she misses her first, but a second one on the way. Senya Campos getting ready to check in as Lily Fussell goes to the bench. Second free throw for Crenshaw is good, 48-9. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Shoshani Pappas rifles the pass to Ladner, far side, tries to get it back to Campos, stolen by Sousa. Heads up defensive play, leads to 2 points on the other side. 48-11. Henley still in front, 1:50 to go in the first half. Campos walks into a 3, not able to get it to go. Follows her own miss, drives inside, loses it. Ball rolls out to Pappas. Pappas gives it back to Campos. She slows things down, brings it back around the outside, 24 to shoot. Campos no-look dish to Pappas in the middle. She tries to drive, it's stolen. Here's Sousa again, fast break, points are good for the Pirates. 48-13, 1:20 to go in the first half. The Pirates on a run. Here's Campos. Gives it up to Pappas, far side, thought about a 3, then throws the pass to Campos down low, a whistle. We got to reset the shot clock. Okay, should be Henley ball, and it is. Ladner to inbound. Looks to Campos between the circles. Throws it to Sheen underneath. A great no-look pass for Campos. It's going to wind up being a turnover as Sheen missed the shot in close, tried to save it from going out of bounds, but was still had her feet planted out of bounds, so good move there by Campos, though. She's worked on that passing. She's a great distributor, and you've seen it a little bit in the second quarter of this game, trying to work on some of those no-look passes and great feeds underneath. It's going to help Henley come playoff time, for which they've already guaranteed themselves a spot. Sousa tries to get the pass down low, taken away by Gretchen Sheen. Passes ahead to Shoshani Pappas, gives it back out to Sheen for a right elbow jumper. It's off the mark. And the rebound falls to Zechariah Noxon. Gives it up to Sousa. Pass comes near side to Crenshaw. Back to Sousa. 10 seconds, separate shot from game clock. The Pirates have got it. Sousa tries to get it to Noxon, but it's poked free by Pappas into the hands of Sheen. Sheen to Ladner in transition. A block down underneath by Maisie Foster, and the Pirates have it now. 20 seconds to go in the half. The shot clock is off. Carson Sousa crosses the timeline for the Pirates. Pass goes along the far side. Quintero into a triple, no good. Long rebound, tracked down by the Pirates nearly. As Zechariah Noxon chased down the rebound. She was actually stepping out once she grabbed it. And so Henley will take it, and a chance at the last shot of the half. With 6, here's Pappas, head of the key. Now to Ladner with 4. Back to Pappas with 2. To Campos, sets her feet at the horn. She will not connect on the triple. 48-13, our score at half. Stick around for the Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club halftime show. We'll give you an update on the stats for this one. We'll also check in on some other scores around the state as we have a great night of Friday night basketball around the Klamath Basin and the state of Oregon. All that's coming up next on mybasin.com.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Oregon, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
At Geno's on East Main Street, we're always ready for sports season.
And now is a perfect time to connect with us.
We're open every morning at 6:30, serving simply good food
for your breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
We offer breakfast burritos and burgers all day, Italian family recipes,
monthly specials, amazing desserts, and of course, your choice of cold or hot beverages.
Call 884-6474 right now to place a food order for pickup or use DoorDash delivery.
Or best of all, come dine in with us.
Geno's on East Main, simply good food.
Check out our full menu and all our activities at ilovegenos.com. Geno's on East Main, simply good food.
Pacific Power works day in and day out to power our communities because we know our neighbors rely on us. We're trimming and clearing branches around poles and lines, protecting our system, and giving you real-time updates when storms roll in. You can count on us in all seasons. 24/7, we're here for you. Powering your greatness.
48-13, our score at halftime. This is the Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club halftime show. Harbor Isles exists to provide a clean, multi-use facility for the advancement of health, wellness, and longevity to its members and the community. We invite you to join Harbor Isles, where they feature top-of-the-line equipment, full-service personal training, and an array of group exercise classes. Like I said, 48-13, Henley leading Phoenix at halftime tonight. Let's go ahead and run down our leading scorers for you. First, for the leading Henley Hornets, Lily Fassell leading the pack. She's got 14 points. Michaela Schroeder's got 12. Senya Campos has 10. 4 for Preston Shade, 3 from J.C. Ladner, and 2 each from Shoshani Pappas, Gretchen Sheen, and Brooklyn Conrad. Your scorers right now for the Henley Lady Hornets. Phoenix being led right now by Carson Sousa. She's got 5. They've got 2 each from Liliana Quintero, Zechariah Noxon, and Jasmine Van Hook, and 1 each from Paisley Crenshaw and Deidra Taua. Your scorers tonight for the Phoenix Pirates. Henley doing what they do, creating opportunities for themselves to score and denying opportunities for other teams to do the same. They gobble up those offensive rebounds. They allow Schroeder to operate in the paint. Lily Fassell's knocked down a triple. Senya Campos has knocked down 2 from downtown. When you mix it up inside and you can knock down the triple, good things tend to happen. And for this Hornets team, they are well on their way to an undefeated Skyline Conference season in 2025 and 2026. We're going to step aside here on our halftime show. When we come back, we'll check in on the other Skyline Conference game going on tonight, a playoff bid on the line between Mazama and Klamath Union. I'll also let you know about the 1A boys playoff game happening up tonight at Chiloquin High School. Details on all that, plus Oregon Tech Lady Owls basketball getting ready to start in about 18 minutes as we continue your Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club halftime show tonight on mybasin.com.
There's something special about this place. It's more than the quiet mornings and the open skies. It's more than the scenery. It's the people. Around here, people still wave when you pass by. They check in when something's wrong. They show up when it matters. At Sage Credit Union, we're proud to live and work in a region that believes in each other. A place where neighbors lend a hand, small businesses thrive, and generosity runs deep. We believe that being part of a community means giving back to it, not just with dollars, but with time, effort, and heart. That's why our employees earn paid volunteer time. That's why you'll see us at food drives, fundraisers, and the local fair. We show up for our community. This isn't just where we work. This is where we live, where we give, and where we grow. Right here, in the coffee shop, at the fundraiser, and in our local branch. At Sage Credit Union, we've found our people. We'll see you around town.
48-13, our score at halftime tonight. The Henley Hornets leading the Phoenix Pirates on the road. Want to check in on some other games happening, though, as we look to Pell Court in the winner-take-all Skyline Conference matchup between the Mazama Vikings and the Klamath Union Pelicans. The winner here clinches the second spot out of the Skyline Conference and the automatic bid to the 16-team OSAA playoff. Just under 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. Klamath Union leads Mazama 23-16. The Pels in front of the Vikings there. Other games going on tonight in the Klamath Basin. Starting in about 15 minutes, the Cross Point Christian boys on the road to Chiloquin. A matchup between two Klamath Basin teams in the round of 16 in the 1A OSAA playoffs. The winner there will advance to the 8-team final site at Baker City. Was really wishing we'd be able to broadcast that game for you tonight from Chiloquin. Walter Hartley has been by my side a lot of the season for Henley Hoops. He's also been covering our Gino's 40th anniversary games of the week, covering our non-Henley contest that we do on mybasin.com. But unfortunately, with the NFHS network owning the broadcast rights in Chiloquin with their Pixelot camera in the gym, we were unable to be out there for the broadcast. But we'll still try to give you score updates for that one tonight. As much as we regret to inform you, we will not have the broadcast tonight from Chiloquin, although it was our goal. I can assure you that. Good luck to both teams tonight, although only one can win. That'll be a really great game tonight up in Chiloquin. Again, our score here at halftime, 48-13. One other game I want to clue you in on tonight, starting in about 15 minutes. The Oregon Tech Lady Owls in Salem tonight for the Cascade Collegiate Conference quarterfinals. They're taking on College of Idaho. Once that game gets going, we will let you know about scores, and we've also got our boys varsity contest coming up tonight as well, which will be after the conclusion of our girls game, which has still got the second half yet to play. We're going to step aside one more time on the Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club halftime show. When we come back, third quarter action lays ahead on mybasin.com.
The cars we drive play an important part of our everyday. Whether we're going to work, dropping off the kids at school, or maybe even on that first date. Vehicles we drive play an important role in all of that. And that's why at Klamath Falls Subaru, we are so passionate about getting you the long-lasting vehicle that you will love. When you come to our store, you'll find that every department is dedicated to caring for our customers, which is why I can proudly send anyone here knowing that they will be treated like family. Stop by and say hi. When you come to Klamath Falls Subaru, you're coming home.
So lonely, I just sigh and moan. Seems like I've been waiting forever, wondering if you're coming home. I just saw your face, I know you're coming home. I swear there is no place that feels as good as home.
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coldwell Banker, where home begins.
Introducing Smith Bates Marcom Solutions, your trusted partner in marketing and communication. We specialize in crafting compelling campaigns, eye-catching graphics, and impactful branding materials.
Smith Bates is like working with dependable friends. They always help us build our professional image.
Through the innovative strategies that the team at Smith Bates suggested, we've been able to give the brand at Calor the boost that it desperately needed.
Unlock your potential with Smith Bates Marcom Solutions.
Welcome back to MyBasin.com's coverage of Henley Hornets basketball. Tonight coming to you live from Phoenix High School. Our score after one half of play tonight, 48-13. Looks like both teams are back out here, just about ready to go. Again, leading scorers for both teams, Carson Sousa in front for the Phoenix Pirates. She's got 5 points. Lily Fassell, the leading scorer tonight for Henley. She's got 14.
To help support our seniors for grad night. Again, pizza in the Commons, $2 a slice.
Michaela Schroeder, Senya Campos, Gretchen Sheen, Preston Shade, and Lily Fassell getting ready to start this game in the third quarter. For Phoenix, it's going to be Quintero along with Crenshaw, Sousa, Noxon, and Van Hook. And I think we're about ready for basketball tonight. Henley will start with it. It'll be Lily Fassell to inbound. You can see her there on the far side of the floor. All right, are we ready? I think we are. Okie doke. Inbound pass goes to Preston Shade. We're off and running here in the third quarter. Pass comes to Senya Campos. Rifles the pass to Gretchen Sheen. Back up top to Campos, and a turnover will give the Pirates the basketball. Quintero knocked it free into the hands of Crenshaw. Back down to Paisley. Here's Noxon. Noxon tries to get the pass off. Henley with a double team, and Campos comes away with it. The pass ahead intended for Sheen, intercepted by Quintero. And the Pirates come the other way. Both teams trading turnovers to start the third quarter. Carson Sousa, head of the key, now Quintero. Back to Sousa. She's operating left, takes the Noxon screen. Pardon me, that was Van Hook who set the pick. Either way, here's Sousa. Down over to Crenshaw. She tries a three. It's not going to go, and Gretchen Sheen pulls down the rebound. Sheen ahead for Henley. Pulls up from the right elbow in transition. Not going to get it to go. Preston Shade the rebound. The putback off the mark. Ball goes out of bounds. Henley will keep it. It was last touched by Van Hook as it went out. All right. Preston Shade to inbound for Henley as they've got a 35-point lead. Shade looking. She is going to inbound to Sheen on the right side. Sheen dribbles into the paint, has all kinds of room, and she scores. Gretchen Sheen now with 4 points on the contest, and Henley crosses the 50-point marker with 7 minutes to go in the third. Phoenix tries to respond with a three from Quintero, unable to hit. Shade the other way, alone in transition, off the window for two. Shade's got 6 points, 52-13, Henley in front. Crenshaw has it there on the left side. Crenshaw gives it up to Sousa, head of the key, takes a screen going right, tried to get the pick and roll going with Noxon, but Campos denies it. The loose ball still picked up by Phoenix. They get it down low to Noxon, but she's met in by Schroeder. Had to pass it back outside. Now Crenshaw on the wing with her feet on the line for two. Overshot that one. It goes out of bounds. And 6:18 to go in the third quarter. Phoenix going to have a good laugh about that one. She shot it over the backboard. All right, here's Preston Shade bringing it up here for Henley. Hands it off to Sheen. Takes a Schroeder screen going left and then gives it up to Fassell on the right side. Trying to feed Schroeder on the block. Bullies her way in, but she's unable to score, and the rebound is last touched by Henley as it goes out of bounds. Phoenix will take it. All right. Carson Sousa bringing it up for the Pirates. Has it between the circles, looking left into the hands of Quintero. She tries a deep one, not going to get it to go. The rebound falls to Zechariah Noxon on the right side. Gives it out to Sousa. Sousa is going to be fouled by Campos. Didn't have her feet set and maybe threw the hip out at Crenshaw a little bit. 5:44, 52-13, Henley in front. Crenshaw. Inbound pass goes to Quintero. She dribbles it back out beyond the arc. Now to the hands of Sousa, head of the key. Guarded there by Shade. She tries to drive in. Campos with a takeaway. Dribbles on the left side. A great feed to Shade. And that's how you play the two-man game to perfection. 2-on-1 in the fast break. Get the defender to commit to one of you. And that's exactly what Campos did. Take on the other side. Crenshaw tried to lay it in from the left side. Not going to go. And Henley coming the other way. Shade in front. Throws it out up top to Campos, and she's too strong on the three. Schroeder gets the rebound, dribbles in to Sheen. The cutter leaves the lay-in short, but she gets the offensive rebound back up and in for two. And Gretchen Sheen has got 6 points tonight. It's 56-13, Henley in front. 5 minutes to go in the third. Sousa dribbling the baseline, nearly lost it. Feeds Crenshaw outside for three. It rims out. The rebound falls to Jasmine Van Hook. Her shot off the mark. And Henley gets it back. Shade rifling the pass ahead to Facel. Trying to get the extra pass off to Sheen, but it goes out of bounds, and Phoenix gets the ball back. Inbound pass goes to Carson Sousa. Sousa driving the right side. She has Campos switch onto her, and Senya will foul her on the shot, and so that will send Carson Sousa to the line for a pair. In the first half, she was 1 of 2 at the line and led the team with 5 points. And she'll get her second trip to the line here. High arcing free throw falls through, 56-14. Couple of subs in for Henley. J.C. Ladner and Shoshani Pappas into the game. Second free throw for Sousa is no good. The rebound is going to fall to Michaela Schroeder. Throws the pass ahead to Preston Shade. Now to Facel near side, trying to drive to her left. Gives it up to Pappas in the corner. Pappas driving in. The right-handed floater is off the mark. The rebound falls right to J.C. Ladner. Her putback no good, and Phoenix gets the miss. Crenshaw throws it ahead to Sousa. Sousa driving in from the right block off the glass. No, the rebound falls to Van Hook. Her shot off the mark. Rebound goes out. It was last touched by Pappas as it went out. And so the Pirates will maintain possession. 4 minutes to go in the third quarter in a 56-14 game. Paisley Crenshaw, head of the key. Inbound pass is received by Sousa. Throws it on the near wing to Crenshaw, and she is going to travel. Thought about taking a three-pointer and came back down without having to release the shot. And so there you go. Lily Facel to inbound. Still 4 minutes yet to go in the third quarter. Preston Shade with it. Gives it up to Schroeder on the right elbow. Hands it right back off to Shade, who drives in and shoots two, scores, and one. Great take there by Preston Shade. I think she was looking for the contact inside, and once she found it, went up for the shot and scored. So she's got 6 points in this half alone, 10 for the game, and her first chance at the free throw line coming up. Try to check in on the score for you real briefly from Klamath Union High School tonight. Looks like they are at halftime, and the Pels lead 28-25. Back in this one, the score is 59-14 after that three-point play there from Preston Shade. And now on the wing, here's Sousa, picked up by Schroeder. They got a mismatch in the paint if they can find the ball down low to Noxon, but here's Quintero. J.C. Ladner with a steal and running up the floor. Gives it up to Pappas there on the right side. Pappas dribbling in against Sousa. They get it to Facel. Tried to feed Shade, but a turnover. Pirates nearly turn it over right back. Ball goes out of bounds, and they do turn it over. Last touched by Quintero as it went out. And it'll be Henley basketball. Ladner to inbound. She finds Pappas, and here come the Hornets into the front court. Pappas looking in the near corner to Shade. Shade back to Pappas. Sousa trying to go for the steal, but Pappas comes away with it anyway. Down low to Shade. The extra pass made to Conrad. She misses the first shot, recovers and scores anyway. Probably should have been fouled on the first one, but she winds up with 2 points anyway. 61-14, 2:50 to go in the third. Quintero rifles the pass ahead to Crenshaw, taking a screen going right. Ladner switches onto her. Crenshaw strong take into the paint, but her layup too strong, and the rebound falls to Ladner. JC along the far side of the floor with a right-handed dribble. She's left room up top, but kicks it down low to Schroeder. She uses the window to score 2. Michaela Schroeder, 14 points in the ball game. Those her first, though, of the second half. Here is Carson Sousa. Now on the near wing to Quintero. Schroeder switches onto her. They look down low to Knox, and Shade takes it away, nearly pokes it free. There's a scramble for it on the baseline. A held ball, and possession favors Phoenix. Lily Fussell, Senya Campos check in. Preston Shade, Michaela Schroeder to the bench. Paisley Crenshaw to inbound for Phoenix. Looks head of the key to Carson Sousa. Then they give it right back to Quintero. Down to Noxon on the block. She's working in against Senya Campos. Back outside to Quintero in the corner. Tries to drive baseline. Campos pokes it out of bounds. But it was, of course, last touched by Senya, so the Pirates keep it. 11 on the shot clock. 2:03 on the game clock. 63-14 the score in the third quarter. Crenshaw inbounds. Campos with a steal. Senya ahead for Henley. Rifles the pass to Conrad down low, off the glass and in for 2. Timeout called. The Pirates need it. 65-14, 1:52 to go in the third. Back with more Henley Hoops next on mybasin.com.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Oregon, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
65-14, 1:52 to go in the third quarter. Reminder, if Henley holds on to at least a 30-point lead, which seems nearly inevitable at this point, they will be a running clock in the fourth quarter. And Phoenix to inbound. Sousa going to cross the timeline here for the Pirates. Tries to give it up to Crenshaw. The ball poked free. And it will, I believe, stay Phoenix basketball, and it does. Crenshaw lofts it into Sousa, now near side to Quintero, back to Sousa. Down underneath to Knox and works in against Campos. Then the pass goes outside into the hands of Crenshaw. She tries a deep 2 and leaves it short. The rebound will fall to Brooklyn Conrad. Gives it ahead to Senya Campos. Down to Fussell in transition. She gallops to the cup, but she can't score, and the rebound falls to Phoenix. Pass goes outside. Crenshaw, a deep 3 is too strong. The rebound falls to Quintero. Tries to rifle the pass to Sousa, but it's taken away by Pappas. Now up top to Campos. She's driving the left side, has it poked free from behind, and the Pirates with a takeaway. That was Carson Sousa with the steal. And here come the Pirates. Under a minute to go in the third. Sousa drives in. She's fouled. Charge the foul to J.C. Ladner on the reach. That is the third Henley team foul this period. Second for J.C. Ladner. And 56 seconds to go in the third quarter. Crenshaw to inbound. Looks to Sousa on the right wing. Back to Crenshaw in the corner. Catch and shoot 3, too long. And the rebound goes to Campos. Nearly stepped out on the far side, but Campos bringing it up now. Gives up the pass to Ladner. Back to Campos. Down to Conrad again. She's been the answer here in the third quarter. 6 points for her. 8 on the ball game. 67-14. Henley in front. 5 seconds separate shot from game clock. Here's Sousa trying to drive the left side. Goes outside to Quintero. Back to Sousa near corner. Sousa trying to drive in against Vassell, then backs back out into the hands of Quintero. Crenshaw far side. She tries another deep one, unable to hit once more. And the rebound falls to Conrad. Lofts it ahead to Pappas, then to Ladner. A beautiful pass, and it leads to an out-of-bounds play. Good block there by Carson Sousa, too. That was a great recovery by a bunch of different players on the floor there. Henley gets the basketball, and they've got 12 and a half seconds to look for a bucket. Brooklyn Conrad to inbound. She's going to find Ladner on the near wing. It's poked out of bounds by Quintero. Henley will try again, this time with a second and a half shaved off the clock. All right. Ladner looks to Campos, nearly stolen by Sousa, and then it is stolen by Phoenix. Pass ahead to Sousa. She can't corral it in transition. And now Henley will get a long inbound with 4 8/10 of a second to go in the third quarter. Campos inbounds, 1 dribble, 2 dribble, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Ladner in the corner, back to Campos. She will not hit at the end of the third quarter. 67-14 after 3. We'll be back with fourth quarter action next on mybasin.com.
At Geno's on East Main Street, we're always ready for sports season.
And now is a perfect time to connect with us.
We're open every morning at 6:30, serving simply good food
for your breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
We offer breakfast burritos and burgers all day, Italian family recipes,
monthly specials, amazing desserts, and of course, your choice of cold or hot beverages.
Call 884-6474 right now to place a food order for pickup or use DoorDash delivery.
Or best of all, come dine in with us.
Geno's on East Main, simply good food.
Check out our full menu and all our activities at ilovegenos.com. Geno's on East Main, simply good food.
After 3 quarters of play, Henley's built out a 67-14 lead against the Phoenix Pirates. There will be a running clock instituted here in the fourth quarter. The 5 on the floor for Henley: Preston Shade, Brooklyn Conrad, Gretchen Sheen, Michaela Schroeder, and Lily Fassell. For Phoenix, it is Quintero, Sousa, Noxon, Foster, and Crenshaw. Brooklyn Conrad scores 2 more to start this third quarter. She's had a great game so far. 10 points for Conrad, the senior, in her final regular season game with Henley. Pass goes up top to Crenshaw. Another chance at 3. Another miss there for the Phoenix freshman. A scramble for the basketball in close. On her knees is Noxon. And finally, a turnover there for Phoenix. Oh, you might have seen a timeout, but no dice. Vassell throws it up top to Shade. Then on the wing to Conrad. A deep one for Brooklyn. She hits. First made 3 for Brooklyn Conrad tonight. Puts Henley to 72-14. 7 minutes to go in the third. 13 points tonight for Brooklyn. Another turnover. She's in transition. Off the glass, too strong. Schroeder with the putback. I think Brooklyn was too wide open on that one, so Schroeder had to clean it up. For her, she's got 16 points tonight and a chance at a free throw. Schroeder 2 for 3 at the line so far tonight. And we've got some subs coming in for Henley. Shoshani Pappas into the game. J.C. Ladner into the game as well. And Senya Campos is getting ready to check in for Schroeder should she make her free throw. And she does. Campos is in. Schroeder heads to the bench for the meantime anyway. And she's got 17 points. As Senya returns to the game, she's got 10 tonight so far for Henley, all of them in the first half. 6.5 to go here in the fourth quarter. A 3 taken and missed by Carson Sousa. Pardon me, that was Crenshaw again here in the near corner. And Gretchen Sheen ahead for the Hornets. Now Ladner in the corner, dribbling the baseline. Ladner with the right hand. Her shot bothered by Foster, but a whistle. Oh, thought that Foster had blocked her, but instead we've got free throws coming up for J.C. Ladner. Jasmine Van Hook getting set to check in after this first free throw from Ladner. It's good. 4 points for JC tonight. And one more free throw coming up. The score is 76-14. Ladner makes them both. 77-14, 6:15 to go in the third quarter. Sousa up in front, guarded there by Ladner. Gives it out to Quintero. Now to the hands of Sousa. Trying to drive right. Now with the left hand, gets to the middle of the floor, outside to Crenshaw. Another look from three. This time, Paisley Crenshaw hits her first make from downtown tonight. Gives her first 4 points and her first made field goal. 77-17. Here's Senya Campos. Passes it near side to Pappas. Down underneath to Sheen. Too low of a pass on part of Pappas. It's going to result in a turnover, and the pass goes ahead to Crenshaw. She tries another deep one. No good. The rebound is going to fall to Gretchen Sheen. Sheen ahead for Henley. It's going to result in a double dribble. And 4 new subs in for Henley. It'll be Molly Brown, Natalie Robles, Peyton Modine, and Sam Cunningham. Only player who remained out there on the floor was Brooklyn Conrad. And here we go with the Pirates set to inbound. Crenshaw looking. Inbounds it up top to Quintero, trying to get it back to Crenshaw. Crenshaw driving the baseline. A right-handed floater is no good, but a foul called will give her a couple of free throws. Paisley Crenshaw split her only other trip to the line tonight, 1 for 2. She's got 4 points. Free throw's good. 77-18. Checking in on Klamath Union and Mazama. The Pels lead, 5 minutes to go in the third. 36-25. Our score here, 77-19 after Crenshaw made both. Robles throws it down to Cunningham, back outside. Peyton Modine triggers a three, not going to go. The rebound wrestled in for by Molly Brown and Jasmine Van Hook. Possession will favor the Pirates after that held ball, and they come the other way. Got a sub in for Phoenix. Welcome back to the game, Deidre Taua, the senior, checks in for Phoenix. Top of the key, here's Sousa. Now on the wing, it's Quintero. Tries to give it back to Sousa on the right wing. It's poked out of bounds. And going to see Brooklyn Conrad check out of the game. Shoshani Pappas is back in. Conrad, one heck of a performance tonight. She finished with 13 points. The inbound pass goes to Carson Sousa. She's got it now to the front court for Phoenix. Guarded there by Pappas. Gives it up to Crenshaw here in the near wing. Crenshaw taking a screen left. Has a little bit of room for a deep three. It's not going to go, and the rebound falls to Robles. She has it poked out. It'll stay Henley basketball. 3.5 minutes and counting left in this one. Peyton Modine crosses the timeline for Henley. Throws it to Robles on the wing. Down underneath to Cunningham. It is going to be picked out by Phoenix. Ahead is Sousa, high off the glass and in. 77-21 the score. Pass goes down underneath. Sam Cunningham blocked by Taua at the cup. The rebound comes the other way for Phoenix. Sousa in front. Driving the right side. Outside to Quintero. She tries a three. It's no good. The rebound pulled down by Molly Brown. Gives it up to Peyton Modine. Modine down to Pappas. In close. Right-handed floater. No. Saves it from going out, but Phoenix is able to get the ball back. Here's Sousa for the Pirates. Loses it to Pappas. She's outnumbered in transition. She's driving in anyway. Throws up a shot and gets fouled. Are they calling that on the floor? Wow, they're calling that foul on Pappas at the floor. She thought she was trying to get up into the shooting motion, but instead she'll inbound. I suppose it keeps the clock rolling anyway. Modine has it top of the key. Back down to Pappas, 10 feet from the bucket. A slick feed down low to Molly Brown. She cashes in. 79-21. Henley in front. Crenshaw drives in the middle of the floor. She throws up a right-handed floater, no good. Rebound goes out of bounds. Last touched by Henley, though, and Phoenix gets a chance to keep the basketball. 1:55 and counting to go in this one. I want to remind you, stick with us here tonight on mybasin.com. The boys varsity contest will start, my guess would be between 7:35 and 7:45, although it just depends on how senior night goes tonight for the Pirates, of course. So just have a little bit of a longer intermission. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by Phoenix. Again, 79-21 the score. Minute and a half to go. Pappas to inbound. Looks for Brown in close. Finds her up and in for two. 81-21. Here's Sousa. Top of the key. Tries to get it into Quintero. A good take, but she leaves the lay-in short. The rebound is going to fall to Henley. Peyton Modine into the front court. Has it in the right hand. Dribbles around her defenders. A right-handed floater is no good, and the rebound falls to Zechariah Noxon. Gives it out to Sousa. She races in. Sousa unable to score in the open floor. And that will give the rebound to Robles. She crosses the timeline here for Henley. 45 seconds to go. Here's Modine. Throws the pass back to Natalie, but it's poked free by Quintero. Bounces the pass to Sousa in close. This time she's able to score. 81-23. Shot clock is off. Henley's going to come away with back-to-back undefeated seasons in the Skyline Conference and head into the playoffs, winners of 4 straight. Who they'll play, we don't quite know yet. We'll try to speculate a little bit in our brief post-game show tonight as we get ready for the boys varsity contest, again scheduled to start in, my guess would be about 20 minutes, 7:35 or so. But we'll get there when we get there. Right now, the Hornets celebrating an undefeated Skyline Conference season, an 81-23 win tonight at Phoenix. Taking a 2-minute break. We'll be back with post-game coverage next on mybasin.com.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Oregon, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
At Geno's on East Main Street, we're always ready for sports season.
And now is a perfect time to connect with us.
We're open every morning at 6:30, serving simply good food
for your breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
We offer breakfast burritos and burgers all day, Italian family recipes,
monthly specials, amazing desserts, and of course, your choice of cold or hot beverages.
Call 884-6474 right now to place a food order for pickup or use DoorDash delivery.
Or best of all, come dine in with us.
Geno's on East Main, simply good food.
Check out our full menu and all our activities at ilovegenos.com. Geno's on East Main, simply good food.
Pacific Power works day in and day out to power our communities because we know our neighbors rely on us. We're trimming and clearing branches around poles and lines, protecting our system, and giving you real-time updates when storms roll in. You can count on us in all seasons. 24/7, we're here for you. Powering your greatness.
Final score tonight from Phoenix High School. The Henley Hornets wrap up an undefeated Skyline Conference campaign with an 81-23 win tonight. They were led in scoring by Michaela Schroeder. She finished with 15 points. She was helped out by Lily Facel with 14. Brooklyn Conrad had 13 tonight, 10 for Senya Campos. Missed 11 there for Preston Shade. Henley also got contributions from Gretchen Sheen with 6 points. JC Ladner had 5. 4 for Molly Brown, and 2 for Shoshani Pappas. Your scorers tonight for the Henley Hornets. Phoenix was led in scoring by Carson Sousa. She had 10 points. Paisley Crenshaw had 6. They got 2 each from Liliana Quintero, Zephariah Noxon, and Jasmine Van Hook, and 1 tonight from their senior, Deidra Taua, tonight for the Phoenix Pirates. Henley wraps up a regular season where they finished 19-5 and an undefeated 12-0 record in Skyline Conference play for the second year in a row. The Phoenix Pirates tonight with their loss fall to 9-13 on the year, 3-9 in conference play. Henley has all but shored up the 5th ranking in the OSAA state rankings as far as playoff seedings go for the postseason. Still unsure who exactly they're going to play. We have to wait for final scores from the Kawapa League tonight. Seaside plays Scappoose, St. Helens plays Tillamook, and we're waiting to see how Tillamook and Scappoose do. The winner of those games, or I suppose if one of those 2 teams wins tonight, they'll be the team that travels to the Basin. If they are tied at the end of the night, you think it'd be Scappoose since they have the tiebreaker over Tillamook, but it's honestly at this point too tough to figure out. The rankings freeze on Tuesday next week to see who will travel to the Klamath Basin next Friday or Saturday for the home playoff game. The last thing we want to check in on tonight is the Klamath Union and Mazama game, which will send one of those teams to the 16-team OSAA playoff. Right now, 2 minutes to go in the third. Klamath Union leads Mazama 41-28. We'll keep you updated on that score as it moves along tonight and see which team is able to book their ticket to the state playoffs. Also tonight, Oregon Tech in action. The Lady Owls leading College of Idaho, though they're just getting started in the first quarter. A 6-2 ball game there in the Cascade Collegiate Conference quarterfinals. We're going to step aside for about 10 minutes on the broadcast here on mybasin.com. Going to get things ready for the boys basketball game, which is set to start in about 15 minutes. So stick around for more Henley basketball tonight on mybasin.com. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Henley Hornets basketball tonight on mybasin.com. We're getting ready for the boys varsity contest tonight between the Henley Hornets and the host Phoenix Pirates. Glad to be with you tonight. My name is Josh Eldridge as we celebrate senior night tonight at Phoenix High School. The seniors playing their final home game here at Phoenix. Luca Petrone, Chris Phillips, and Ethan Dobbins, the seniors tonight for Phoenix. But first, want to introduce you to the visiting Henley Hornets, who enter play tonight with an 11-3 overall record, 5-6 in the Skyline Conference. Starting a junior post, number 4, Corbin Hamilton. A senior guard, number 10, Reese Schmierbach. A junior guard, number 14, Micah Ibarra. Another junior guard, number 20, Carson Sims. And a freshman post, number 44, Brody Fullerton. The Hornets are coached by Brian Stock. He's assisted by Dylan Woodrum. Henley tonight in their golden uniforms, Henley written across their chest in white and a navy blue outline along those white letters. And they turn the lights out, the disco ball in effect here at Phoenix High School for their starting five, as announced by head coach Dennis Murphy. Starting number 0, a senior guard standing 5'11", Luca Petrone. Number 2, a 6' senior, Chris Phillips. Number 11, a senior standing 6 foot tall, Ethan Dobbins. Number 21, a junior standing 6'6", Isaiah Governor. And number 24, a freshman standing 6'2", David Flood. Coach Murphy is assisted by Kirk Daly and Mike Vanderhoff. The Pirates in their home white uniforms tonight with navy and red trim down their sides. Pirates written across their chest in navy and a red outline there. It is pink out night tonight here at Phoenix High School for senior night. 2 previous meetings between these two teams. Henley has won them both. Phoenix 1-21 on the season, 0-11 in league play. As we take a look at the last time these two teams met, it was back on February 13th. A 57-34 win for Henley against the Pirates. The first time they met back on January 23rd, a 67-36 win there. Henley looking to make it a season sweep of the Pirates. As we bring up our Elevate Physical Therapy, Fitness, and Performance scoreboard. Elevate uses a modern and research-backed approach to physical therapy to ensure you see both a reduction in pain and enhanced mobility, getting you back to peak levels of optimal health and wellness. Elevate Physical Therapy, Fitness, and Performance has been treating athletes of all ages since 2020. Our officials tonight from the Rogue Valley Basketball Officials Association. If you want to become an athletic official in Oregon, whether it's for basketball, volleyball, baseball, softball, football, golf, tennis, whatever it is, visit osaa.org/officials to get started today. The Pirates control the opening tip. They go from right to left. An opening shot take by Dobbins is no good. Henley comes back the other way. Reese Schmierbach in the paint. Up top to Corbin Hamilton. A quick three taken and made by Corbin. And that's how we get things started tonight for the Henley Hornets. 7:44 to go in the first quarter. Here come the Pirates. Henley in a bit of a press to start this one. Dobbins splits it up. Tries to get it down low to Governor. But Fullerton with the takeaway. Fullerton ahead to Schmierbach, has it there on the left wing. One step inside the arc. Schmierbach fires for 2. It's no good, but he gets his own miss. Back near side to Ibarra, fakes a 3, then takes it, but leaves it strong, and the rebound falls to Governor. Hamilton battling Isaiah Governor down low, but he's actually going to foul Governor, and Phoenix will get the basketball. Henley winners their last time out. A spoiler win against Hidden Valley, 56-51, and with that win, although Henley missed the playoffs, they certainly left their mark because they took away a home playoff game for the Mustangs with that win, pushed them down to the number 17 seed in the postseason. Pass goes to Dobbins on the far side, back up top to Phillips, now to the hands of David Flood. Back to Phillips down, he bounces it down underneath. Working in low is Governor, but he's bothered in by Corbin Hamilton. Rifles the pass ahead, Schmierbach takes a bump. No whistle, but he scores 2. 5-0. Henley leads with 6:48 to go in the first quarter. Phoenix has it there on the far side. A deep 3 by Chris Phillips is too strong. Micah Ibarra chases down the board. Brings it ahead here for Henley. Throws it in the corner to Schmierbach. Back out up top to Ibarra. 29 to shoot for Henley and a whistle. They're going to say Ibarra traveled. Didn't put it on the deck before he took a step. And so Phoenix will get it back. They'll inbound here on the near side in front of their bench with Coach Dennis Murphy, one of the winningest basketball coaches in Oregon history. Spent nearly 30 seasons at South Medford, took a decade-long break before resuming his coaching career back here at Phoenix High School. Ethan Dobbins has it on the right side. Pass comes around to Patron at the free throw line. Throws it out to Phillips on the wing, guarded there by Ibarra. Lofts it down to Governor in close. Beats two defenders, but is unable to get the shot to fall. A long rebound picked up by the Pirates. Phillips thought about a three, gives it up to Patron on the wing. Drives in against Ibarra, a strong take. Tries to lay it up off the glass for two, but it won't go. Schmierbach the other way, in against Phillips. The right-handed floater is true for Schmierbach. 4 points for him. And 5:53 to go in the first quarter. Henley up 7-0. Phillips, guarded by Ibarra all the way up the floor. Gives it up to Dobbins there on the wing. Now in the hands of Phillips between the circles. Throws it to Flood. Down to Patron. Working against Hamilton on the block. Bounces it back outside to Flood. Gets his defender to jump on a pump fake three. When he does fire, he misses wide left. The rebound saved by Patron from going out of bounds. A scramble for it on the left side. Schmierbach picks up the loose ball. Ahead for Henley. A beautiful bounce pass into Hamilton. Misses the first look, but recollects himself and knocks it down for two. A timeout is called by Phoenix. We'll take it with them. 9-0. Henley leads 5:17 to go in the first quarter. Back with more next on mybasin.com.
What are the best words you can hear tonight?
Order ready for Susan.
And if you hear those words at Abby's, you know it's going to be a legendary meal. Your pizza is loaded with toppings to the edge, premium ingredients, and real cheese. Yeah, baby. Gather with friends, play some video games, and watch the big game on TV. That's made Abby's a legendary pizza tradition for generations. And when you're ready to hear those magic words,
Tom, your order's ready.
you know where to go. You're always welcome at Abby's.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone in the first quarter. Henley's built out a 9-0 advantage over the Phoenix Pirates. Henley trying to cap off a 6-6 league season, which after a year ago, after not winning a game in league play, a good turnaround for Coach Stock and his program. The Phoenix Pirates right now in a rebuild of their own as they try to get their only win of conference play tonight on senior night. A near turnover. Carson Sims touched it as it went out of bounds. It should be Phoenix basketball as Talon Taylor checks into the game for Henley. And the Pirates are set to inbound. It'll be Chris Phillips to do so on the baseline. Lofts it up top to Governor. Goes to work against Fullerton. Up with the shot, no good, and Fullerton grabs the board. Schmierbach ahead here for Henley. Has it in his right hand. Drives the block. Tries to kick it out to Ibarra, but it's turned over. Phoenix with it. Phillips drives inside, kicks it to Flood. A right wing triple is no good. Long rebound collected by Carson Sims. Now here come the Hornets. Sims rifles the pass to Fullerton in the right spot. Fullerton surrounded by two Pirates, and he's not going to be able to get it to go. Good defense down low by Patron and Isaiah Governor for the Pirates. Chris Phillips walks it across the timeline here for Phoenix. Schmierbach picks his pocket. One-on-one in the fast break. Schmierbach searching for contact. He finds it. No bucket, but Reese is shooting two. Want to remind you tonight's broadcast on mybasin.com, brought to you in part by the Pacific Power Foundation, whose goal is to support the growth and vitality of local communities through charitable investments. Over the past 5 years, the Pacific Power Foundation has awarded over $13 million to nonprofit organizations. Big thanks to the foundation for all the work they do in the Klamath Basin and supporting us for this season of Henley basketball. First free throw from Schmierbach was good. It's 10-0 Henley. He's got a second one on the way, and that one is good too. Sub in for the Hornets. Kai Montag replaces Reese Schmierbach. We also saw Jeremiah Brunick check into the game for Henley. And Angel Nunez for the Phoenix Pirates. All right, here comes Phoenix. Henley on their press. Dobbins tries to break it. Pass comes in the near corner to Phillips. All alone for three. He leaves it short. Nunez with the rebound and the putback. And that'll get Phoenix on the board. The score is 11-2. Halfway gone here in the first quarter. Talon Taylor with it now on the right wing. Gives it up to Sims, top of the key. Sims bounces it to Ibarra. Ibarra dribbling inside the arc. Steps back for a long two. It's not going to go. And Dobbins collects the long rebound. Races ahead for Phoenix. A right-handed lay-in is good. 11-4. Henley the other way, Micah Ibarra. Top of the key, driving the right side, bounces it to Brunick on the block. Back up top to Ibarra for three. He got it. 10-point lead for Henley, 14-4. Phoenix operating quickly the other way. Dobbins tries to respond with a triple, no good. Nunez with the board, fading away from the cup. He can't get it to go. Finally, the rebound falls to Kai Montag. Isaiah Governor poked it free for a moment, but Henley recollects. Sims rifles the pass in the corner to Ibarra. Down underneath to Brunick. Brunick uses his body, a fadeaway jumper, not going to go. Rebound falls to Chris Phillips. Now the other way here for the Pirates. In the corner to Dobbins. He thought about a three, but Talon Taylor there for the defense. Now in the hands of Phillips. Guarded by Ibarra. He picks up the dribble. Now Nunez. Back to Phillips. 20 to shoot here for the Pirates. They're slowing things down. Pass comes in the near corner to Dobbins. He tries a triple. He's fouled. And that's going to give 3 free throws to Ethan Dobbins. Dobbins has 2 points otherwise tonight. These are his first free throws here. Tonight's broadcast on mybasin.com, brought to you in part by Howard's Meat Center, where tradition meets innovation with every cut and every bite of Smokin' H barbecue. As you step through their doors, you're not just entering a meat center, you're stepping back to a time when the quality of the meat and the depth of the customer service was everything. Check out Howard's Meat Center next to Les Schwab Tires on South 6th Street. First 2 free throws good for Ethan Dobbins. Wyatt Parent has checked into the game. He'll replace Chris Phillips, a sophomore there, number 1 for Phoenix. And one more coming up for Ethan Dobbins. Looking to convert all 3, and he does. 14-7, 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Schmierbach working in against Parent, gives it outside to Sims. A free throw line jumper is no good. Sims was blocked. Dobbins ahead for the Pirates, dribbles into a 3 and connects. Big 3 there for Ethan Dobbins. That'll get the crowd into it here at Phoenix High School. 14-10, Henley still in front. Talon Taylor gives it up top to Schmierbach, driving in, outside to Brunick, now in the hands of Taylor, tries to respond with a 3, no good. Kai Montag tries for the rebound and a whistle. And they're going to call Kai for a push. And that is the 3rd Henley team foul. 14-10, 2:22 to go in the first quarter. Dobbins going to walk it up against Taylor. Gives it up to Nunez, and he crosses the timeline for Phoenix. Trapped here at half court. They give it up to Dobbins. Then in the corner to Parent. Now back up top to Dobbins. Guarded there by Schmierbach. Bouncing it near side to Flood. Flood to Nunez. Head of the key. Picked up there by Taylor. They throw it to Dobbins in the corner. A long 2 is good. 14-12 the score. 2 minutes to go. Ethan Dobbins on fire here in the first quarter. He's got 10 points. Driving in, Schmierbach bounces it outside to Brunick. Now to the hands of Taylor. Taylor skips the pass to Montag. All alone in the paint. He'll score 2. His first 2 points of the night. A 4-point lead for Henley. Flood has it on the other side. Gets it to Governor, who was fouled, I believe, on the floor. Let's see. Okay, they're calling Montag for his second foul. Micah Ibarra, Corbin Hamilton checking in. They'll replace Carson Sims and Kai Montag. And it'll be Ethan Dobbins to inbound for the Pirates. 1:39 to go in the first, and a 4-point game for which Henley leads. Dobbins inbounds to Parent. The inbound an errant one, but Parent able to collect it in the backcourt. No backcourt violation on an inbound, and the Pirates are able to bring it up safely. Dobbins has it now between the circles, guarded by Ibarra. Tries to drive the left a moment, then picks up the dribble. Rolls it to Governor on the elbow. Back outside to Dobbins, drives in against Brunick, feeds Governor again, but it's a turnover. Talon Taylor pokes it free. One-on-one in transition. Taylor unable to score. Brunick with the rebound. Outside to Micah for 3, also off the mark. Another Henley rebound. Talon Taylor steps out. And so it will be Phoenix basketball once more. They trail by 4, 1:10 to go in the opening quarter. And Nunez will have the honor on the far side in front of the Phoenix Pep Band. Inbound pass intended for Dobbins, poked free by Ibarra. Micah trying to deny that inbound pass, and then you can see Schmierbach and Taylor creeping up, trying to jump after the inbound. Trap at half court. Dobbins along the near side. Taylor and Ibarra try to trap him, but Dobbins dribbles out of it. Has it here along the near wing. Gives it up to Wyatt Parent on the right side. Parent Hassled by Schmierbach, dumps it underneath to Nunez. He works hard underneath for 2 points. Angel Nunez with 4 on the game, and it's a 2-point contest, 16-14. Ibarra brings it up for Henley. Now Schmierbach trying to drive the baseline. He's blocked by Governor, gets his own shot back, and then misses the rebounded opportunity. Now Phoenix a chance to tie the game here in the first quarter. 4 seconds separate shot and game clock for the Pirates. Dobbins going to work against Ibarra. Ethan Dobbins has been the answer for Phoenix here in this period. Takes a free throw line jumper but leaves it short. The rebound tipped into the hands of David Flood. Shot clock is off, 20 seconds to go. Dobbins takes a screen going left. Talon Taylor switches onto him. They're looking for Nunez. Instead, they kick it to Parent. Parent with 10 seconds throws it to Governor. Back to Parent now with 8. 6 seconds. Here's Dobbins with 5, with 4. Dobbins has it poked free from Ibarra. 2 seconds to go. Ibarra's prayer from half court is blocked. And we end the first quarter in a 2-point game, 16-14. Henley leads. Back with second quarter action next on mybasin.com.
So lonely, I just sigh and moan. Seems like I've been away forever, wondering if you're coming home. I just saw your face, I know you're coming home. I swear there is no place home. And then I heard your voice. I know you're coming home. I know you're coming home.
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coldwell Banker, where home begins.
Getting set for the second quarter from Phoenix High School tonight. It is 16-14. Henley in front of the Pirates in the final game of the regular season for Henley. There's no playoffs ahead for either of these teams. This is the last time they'll be on the hardwood this year. Playing for pride. The Pirates looking for their first win in conference play. Henley looking to inch to 500 on the year, at least in conference play. 5 on the floor for Henley to start the second quarter. Corbin Hamilton, Reese Schmierbach, Brody Fullerton, Carson Sims, and Micah Ibarra. For Phoenix, it's Wyatt Parent, Luca Petrone, David Flood, Chris Phillips, and Angel Nunez. Schmierbach throws it to Hamilton. He's extended arc, top of the key, now to the hands of Sims. Sims tosses it to Ibarra. He's got it head of the key now, trying to drive right. Hands it off to Hamilton. Now top of the key to Sims, all alone from downtown. Sims leaves it short, and the rebound falls to Nunez. Now to Phillips. He'll walk it across the timeline here for the Pirates. Throws it on the right side to Parent. Now back to Phillips. Around the horn it goes into the hands of Petrone. Back to Phillips on the right side. Here's Petrone, head of the key, dribbles in against Hamilton. He jogs to the cup, no travel call, and he gives it back outside to Phillips. Then in the corner to Petrone. Petrone drives inside, 11 to shoot here for the Pirates. Phillips gives it up to David Flood. Now to Phillips once more, 5 to shoot. Phillips against Ibarra, a step back 3 at the shot clock is not going to go. Long rebound, battled for and won by Wyatt Parent, nearly goes over and back, but he saves himself and gives the ball up to Chris Phillips. Trying to get it to Flood. Sims with a takeaway. 2-on-2 in transition. Sims inside. Takes some contact. A late whistle is going to give Sims 2 free throws. These foul whistles have come a little bit late on both sides. The rule is let the play finish before you blow that whistle, but they were already moving on. Sims luckily getting 2 free throws out of it and continuing to bang around in the paint. Luckily nobody gets hurt. Carson at the line. Henley is a team 2 for 2 at the free throw line. He misses his first here. Want to remind you tonight's broadcast on mybasin.com brought to you in part by Abby's Legendary Pizza. If you're looking for a great place to eat, head to one of Abby's Legendary Pizza locations for some of the best pizza in the basin at 1919 Austin Street or 2226 Shalleck Street near OIT. Sims an 0 for 2 trip at the line there. Score remains 16-14, a minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Wyatt Parent there on the right wing, guarded by Schmierbach. Tries to drive in for a moment before giving it up top to Phillips. Ibarra comes out to guard him. Now Petrone on the near wing, back to Phillips. Tries to drive the left side. Phillips has it poked free by Sims, but recollects. 10 to shoot. Now to the hands of Flood. Flood working against Sims. Now 5 to shoot. Nunez at the free throw line, bobbles it, gives it outside to Phillips with 2. He shoots an NBA 3 and leaves it short. Schmierbach along the far side of the floor for Henley. Gives it up to Ibarra in the corner for a triple. 2 threes for Ibarra tonight. And it's 19-14. 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. Sims sells out for it, trying to get it from Patron, and the Hornets come away with a turnover. Overhead pass intended for Schmierbach. Fullerton just put a little too much on that one. But good effort nonetheless by all the Hornets involved with that takeaway, starting with Sims, poked it up. I believe Ibarra was on the floor. Fullerton just too much on that pass, unfortunately. But good effort. Phoenix will inbound away from the basket, the baseline. They give it to Phillips, and he'll be the one to bring it up for the Pirates, although he picks up his dribble, tries to throw in the corner to Flood, and it's poked out by Fullerton. And again, although Henley doesn't come away with a turnover, they're making Phoenix even just have to work to bring the ball into the front court. All right, Flood will inbound from the near side, gives it up to Phillips. Guarded by Ibarra, whips it into the corner. That's Dobbins. Dobbins has had a good game tonight, 10 points for him. He gives it up to Governor, back outside to Dobbins. Guarded by Schmierbach, takes a screen going left, then trapped by Hamilton. Down low to Governor, he's got a mismatch he likes. Outside to Phillips, no look pass to Dobbins with 9. Pirates have time, but Phillips takes a deep 3. He's not able to cash in. The rebound tipped into the hands of Schmierbach. He races ahead for Henley. Schmierbach takes to the cup, he's fouled. Reese has got 6 points tonight, and he made each of his 2 previous free throws. They're going to charge the foul to Ethan Dobbins. Tonight's broadcast on mybasin.com brought to you by Sage Credit Union. They know that picking the right path can make the journey easier, the distance shorter, and can assure that you end up at the right place. Whether you're dreaming of owning a home or you just want a great checking account, Sage Community Credit Union can help you reach your goals. Talon Taylor into the game. And for Phoenix, Eli Humble, the sophomore, is checked in. Schmierbach made his first but missed his second. Brody Fullerton, the offensive rebound and the putback for 2. 22-14, 5 minutes to go before halftime. Angel Nunez has it, rifles the pass to Governor. Down underneath to Humble. Humble swarmed by Hornets, gives it back out to Governor for a 14-foot jumper. It's good. Isaiah Governor's got his first 2 points of the night. Mike Ibarra has it now for Henley in the front court. Takes a screen going left, freed up for a deep one, and he's not able to make it count. Nunez grabs the board, gives it up to Dobbins. The Pirates into the front court. Dobbins throws it near side to Humble, guarded there by Talon Taylor. Now to Governor. Governor picked up by Fullerton. Now on the wing to Phillips. He tries a 3. It is good. 3-point game, 22-19. Phillips making his first triple of the night. In the corner, here's Schmierbach. Calling for a Hamilton screen. He denies it. Schmierbach drives in. It is going to stay Henley basketball after it's poked out. Love to see that aggressiveness from Reese. When he's able to drive in and kick, that's when Henley's offense works at its best. Ibarra on the baseline. Looking for Fullerton. Instead, inbounds to Schmierbach, head of the key. Now to Hamilton on the wing. Hamilton's just going to try a triple. It's good. Corbin Hamilton, his second made 3 tonight, and he responds. Answers after Phoenix made a 3 on their last trip. Phillips, he's going to try to answer again, and he can't. Nunez, the rebound, the putback, no good. And Taylor comes down with the rebound. 25-19, halfway gone in the second quarter. Ibarra into the front court, gives it up to Hamilton. He's going to travel. And a sub in, Kai Montag will replace Brody Fullerton. Eli Humble, he'll inbound to Phillips, and he walks across the floor for the Pirates. Pass goes on the wing to Dobbins. Schmierbach out to guard him there. Fakes a pass right. Still holding on to it. He's got to get rid of it. Now to the hands of Phillips. Up top of the key to Humble. Head fakes a 3. Now one step inside the arc. Misses wide left. And Henley is going to get the basketball back. Timeout called by Coach Murphy. We'll take time with him. 25-19. 3.5 to go before halftime. Back with more Henley Hoops next on mybasin.com.
The Klamath Basin is beautiful, from shimmering Klamath Lake to rich farmlands to the historic downtown. And with an average of over 300 days of sunshine every year, the Klamath Basin is a great place to be. We here at Basin Media Active have been supporting this community for many years, keeping it entertained and informed with friendly faces and familiar voices. You can stay up to date with the latest news, weather, stream live local sports, and check out our community calendar, all on our website, mybasin.com. And you can download our app for free in your app store right now. Basin Media Active, local community engaged.
25-19 our score tonight from Phoenix High School. Henley in front of the Pirates in the final regular season game of the 25-26 season. Got a final score tonight from Klamath Union High School. The Pelicans are off to the state playoffs after defeating the Mazama Vikings earlier tonight, a score of 70-55. And the Pels onto the state tournament. They'll join the Henley Hornets out of the Skyline Conference. Mike Ibarra has it on the wing, gives it up to Talon Taylor, top of the key. And a foul is called. The teams we know in the playoffs for the Skyline Conference on the boys' side, we know it's going to be Hidden Valley at top, and Klamath Union will earn that second spot coming out of the postseason. So congratulations to the Pels, sending each of their teams to the 16-team playoff. Schmierbach has it, top of the key, now to the hands of Talon Taylor. A left elbow jumper is good. Talon Taylor, his first 2 points of the night. A 27-19 game. And a turnover. Corbin Hamilton pokes it free. Working the right side. Underhand dish to Taylor. A 13-foot jumper is good. Back-to-back buckets for Talon Taylor. And Henley opens up a 10-point advantage. Here's Nunez. Taylor and Ibarra looking to trap him at half court, but he spins out of it. Gives it to Governor. Now to the hands of Humble. Humble bouncing it to Nunez. He takes it in and scores 2. Nunez has got 6 points. It's back down to an 8-point game. Ibarra with it on the left side. Gives it up top to Hamilton. Hamilton now to the hands of Taylor. Taylor trying to drive inside. Can he make it 6 straight? Well, not on the shot, but he's getting 2 chances at the line. Taylor shooting his first free throws tonight. As a team, Henley is 3 of 6 at the line tonight. First free throw from Taylor is good. Brody Fullerton checks in. Corbin Hamilton to the bench for Phoenix. David Flood returns, and Eli Humble goes to the bench. Second free throw from Taylor is no good. A battle for the rebound goes out, and it looks like it'll be Phoenix basketball. Angel Nunez to inbound, gets it into Phillips. Back to Nunez. Henley on a full court press. They break it with Flood. Flood has it on the left side wing. 2:15 to go before halftime and a 9-point Henley lead, and a foul away from the ball. They're going to call Angel Nunez for an off-ball foul, and it'll give Henley possession. And Micah Ibarra to inbound here for Henley, giving it up to Schmierbach. Has it head of the key. Now to the hands of Taylor. Taking a screen going left. Taylor freed up for 3. No good. The rebound pulled in by Isaiah Governor. Gives it up to Phillips. And on a miss, Henley not pressing, letting Phoenix bring it into the front court. Gives it up to Dobbins. Dobbins thought about a deep one, guarded by Schmierbach, then drives in. A free throw line jumper from Dobbins. Hangs on the rim. It won't go. Ibarra coming the other way, leading his Hornets. Ibarra switches to his left hand, drives in, gives it up to Fullerton. Schmierbach, now to Ibarra on the wing. Another deep one for Micah, rims out, and the rebound falls to Talon Taylor. Taylor dribbles to the left elbow, tries another mid-range shot. No, a third chance for the Hornets is connected by Kai Montag. He's got 4 tonight, and Coach Brian Stock wants time in a 32-21 ball game. 1:23 to go before halftime. Back with more Henley basketball after this on mybasin.com.
It's time to reclaim your health and your autonomy. At Heartfelt OBGYN, they focus on you. Their evidence-based approach to care means fewer office visits and a targeted treatment plan to directly address your specific needs. They believe in solutions for their patients, not the industry's profit margin. The providers at Heartfelt OBGYN are committed to serving the community and giving back to the basin. Find them at heartfeltobgyn.com. Heartfelt, because you deserve to be in control of your body and your informed choices.
32-21, a minute 23 to go before halftime here at Phoenix High School. The Hornets lead 32-21. 5 on the floor for Henley, Sims, Ibarra, Schmierbach, Montag, and Fullerton. For Phoenix, it's Governor, Flood, Phillips, Nunez, and Dobbins. All right. Phoenix to inbound. Phillips bothered by Ibarra on his way up the floor. They give it up to Dobbins. Dobbins on the far side to Phillips, down low to Nunez, gets Fullerton to jump and is able to score in close. 8 points for Angel Nunez tonight. And it's back down to a 9-point difference, 32-23, a minute to go. And a charge, I think actually an illegal screen, is going to be set by Montag. That's his third, and that's going to spark Corbin Hamilton to come in and likely replace Kai here. With that being his third, he heads to the bench. That's also 5 fouls for Henley, putting Phoenix into the bonus, meaning the Pirates will be shooting free throws for the rest of this period. Pass goes to Dobbins on the far side. Phoenix trying to break the press, and they do. Phillips has it on the near wing. Guarded by Sims, top of the key now into the hands of Flood. Flood working against Fullerton. Up top to Dobbins. He tries a three and connects. Ethan Dobbins having himself a game tonight. 13 points of his team's 26. Hamilton the other way, a circus shot, but he earns a foul. Corbin Hamilton has got 8 points, and this is his first trip to the line here. A good time to remind you, tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Coldwell Banker Holman Premier Realty. They know that little things can add up to big bills when you're buying, selling, or owning a home. Coldwell Banker Holman Premier Realty's exclusive Beyond the Sale guarantees protect buyers, sellers, and homeowners from unexpected repair bills. To learn more, call Coldwell Banker Holman Premier Realty today. Hamilton connects with the first and the second free throw. It's a 34-26 game. Less than a second separating shot and game clock. Dobbins gives it up to Phillips, top of the key, guarded there by Ibarra. Now to the hands of Dobbins on the right wing. Dobbins gives it up to Phillips, top of the key, 21 to shoot. Trying to drive onto the right side. Now to the hands of Dobbins. Dobbins trying to drive left. Sims tries to swat at him. Instead, tries a three. No good. Rebound goes out. Last touched by Phoenix. And so 8 6/10 of a second left in the second quarter. Henley's going to try a shot. Reese Schmierbach bringing it up for the Hornets. Has it now with 7. Schmierbach with 5. Driving right with 4. Back going left. A step back 3 at the first half. Horn is not going to go. But Henley with an 8-point lead at halftime, 34-26. Stick with us. Coming up for the Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club halftime show. We'll run down your leading scorers. We'll check in on our other scores going on around the state, and we'll get set for a second half of action next. From Phoenix High School on mybasin.com.
What are the best words you can hear tonight?
Order ready for Susan.
And if you hear those words at Abby's, you know it's going to be a legendary meal. Your pizza is loaded with toppings to the edge, premium ingredients, and real cheese. Yeah, baby. Gather with friends, play some video games, and watch the big game on TV. That's made Abby's a legendary pizza tradition for generations. And when you're ready to hear those magic words,
Tom, your order's ready.
you know where to go. You're always welcome at Abby's.
There's something special about this place. It's more than the quiet mornings and the open skies. It's more than the scenery. It's the people. Around here, people still wave when you pass by. They check in when something's wrong. They show up when it matters. At Sage Credit Union, we're proud to live and work in a region that believes in each other. A place where neighbors lend a hand, small businesses thrive, and generosity runs deep. We believe that being part of a community means giving back to it, not just with dollars, but with time, effort, and heart. That's why our employees earn paid volunteer time. That's why you'll see us at food drives, fundraisers, and the local fair. We show up for our community. This isn't just where we work. This is where we live, where we give, and where we grow. Right here, in the coffee shop, at the fundraiser, and in our local branch. At Sage Credit Union, we've found our people. We'll see you around town.
Over the last year, you've heard and seen the advertisement for God's Gifts 2, a local photographer who travels to high school sporting events and takes individual and team action photos at a great price. Something you may not know, though, is that the money from God's Gifts Photography supports 6 children in Kenya who Annalisa has met on mission trips. If you'd like to capture your athlete in action and help support these kids, call 541-281-2206. Search God's Gifts 2 on Facebook.
Welcome you back to Phoenix High School tonight on mybasin.com. Our halftime performance tonight, the Phoenix Winter Guard team. Leave their stream on for you here on mybasin.com tonight, though our halftime score 34-26. The Henley Hornets leading this one. Leading scorer for them, Corbin Hamilton, has 10 points tonight. Reese Schmierbach with 8. 6 tonight for Micah Ibarra, 4 for Talon Taylor and Kai Montag, and 2 for Brody Fullerton. Tallies you up to 34 tonight for the Henley Hornets. Phoenix being led in scoring tonight by Ethan Dobbins. He's got 13. Angel Nunez has 8. Chris Phillips has 3. And Isaiah Governor has 2. Again, 34-26, our halftime score tonight at Phoenix High School. So far, Henley's doing a good job of making it hard for Phoenix to even just get the ball into the front court, and they've knocked down a couple of triples as well. Micah Ibarra with 2 threes, Corbin Hamilton with 2 threes, and so when you're able to knock down the triple and limit opportunities for the opposition, good things tend to happen, and Henley with an 8-point lead at halftime. We're going to step aside here briefly on our halftime show. When we come back, we will take a look around the state and around the Klamath Basin, some other games that we want to clue you in on coming up next as we continue the Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club halftime show on mybasin.com.
There's something special about this place. It's more than the quiet mornings and the open skies. It's more than the scenery. It's the people. Around here, people still wave when you pass by. They check in when something's wrong. They show up when it matters. At Sage Credit Union, we're proud to live and work in a region that believes in each other. A place where neighbors lend a hand, small businesses thrive, and generosity runs deep. We believe that being part of a community means giving back to it, not just with dollars, but with time, effort, and heart. That's why our employees earn paid volunteer time. That's why you'll see us at food drives, fundraisers, and the local fair. We show up for our community. This isn't just where we work. This is where we live, where we give, and where we grow. Right here, in the coffee shop, at the fundraiser, and in our local branch. At Sage Credit Union, we've found our people. We'll see you around town.
34-26 our score at halftime tonight here at Phoenix High School. The Henley Hornets leading the Phoenix Pirates. Want to take a look around the Klamath Basin, tell you what else is going on tonight. Of course, we know Klamath Union and Mazama in action tonight. The Lady Pels won earlier this evening. They have booked their ticket to the 16-team OSAA State Championships. The boys game only just getting started. 30 seconds gone in the first quarter. They're tied up at 2. Klamath Union shooting some free throws. Try to catch you up on that before the end of tonight's broadcast. Also, Oregon Tech, the Lady Owls in action this evening at the Cascade Collegiate Conference quarterfinals. They're playing College of Idaho tonight, and in the third quarter, OIT leads 48-37. A win tonight guarantees them a trip to the semifinal tomorrow, and maybe a championship game. If they win, of course, their semifinal game tomorrow, the championship will be played on Monday in the Cascade Collegiate Conference. All the games happening up in Salem this year. You can join Mike Safford on the call. He's live right now on 104.3 and 960 Sports, and the performance by the Phoenix Winter Guard wrapping up here tonight at Phoenix High School. They do a great job with their performance, and a great opportunity for students to get involved at Phoenix High School. It's something they've done for a very, very long time, competing in a lot of the activities, not necessarily the sports that the OSAA runs, but a lot of the other activities that they do, like dance and cheer, and they've done a really great job with their band program and all that great stuff here at Phoenix as well. Tonight here at halftime, their boys basketball team behind the Henley Hornets, though, a score of 34-26. We're going to step aside one final time tonight on our Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club halftime show. But before we do, we want to remind you that Harbor Isles exists to provide a clean multi-use facility for the advancement of health, wellness, and longevity to its members and the community. We invite you to go out and join Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club, where they feature top-of-the-line equipment, full-service personal training, and an array of group exercise classes. In 2 minutes, we'll be back with third quarter action on mybasin.com.
The cars we drive play an important part of our everyday. Whether we're going to work, dropping off the kids at school, or maybe even on that first date. Vehicles we drive play an important role in all of that. And that's why at Klamath Falls Subaru, we are so passionate about getting you the long-lasting vehicle that you will love. When you come to our store, you'll find that every department is dedicated to caring for our customers, which is why I can proudly send anyone here knowing that they will be treated like family. Stop by and say hi. When you come to Klamath Falls Subaru, you're coming home.
So lonely, I just sigh and moan. Seems like I've been waiting forever, wondering if you're coming home. I just saw your face, I know you're coming home. I swear there is no place home. And then I heard your voice, I know you're coming home, I know you're coming home.
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coldwell Banker, where home begins.
Introducing Smith Bates Marcom Solutions, your trusted partner in marketing and communication. We specialize in crafting compelling campaigns, eye-catching graphics, and impactful branding materials.
Smith Bates is like working with dependable friends. They always help us build our professional image.
Through the innovative strategies that the team at Smith Bates suggested, we've been able to give the brand at Calor the boost that it desperately needed.
Unlock your potential with Smith Bates Marcom Solutions.
The cars we drive play an important...
At Geno's on East Main Street, we're always ready for sports season.
And now is a perfect time to connect with us.
We're open every morning at 6:30, serving simply good food
for your breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
We offer breakfast burritos and burgers all day, Italian family recipes,
monthly specials, amazing desserts, and of course, your choice of cold or hot beverages.
Call 884-6474 right now to place a food order for pickup or use DoorDash delivery.
Or best of all, come dine in with us.
Geno's on East Main, simply good food.
Check out our full menu and all our activities at ilovegenos.com. Geno's on East Main, simply good food.
Nearly set for third quarter action tonight from Phoenix High School, the site of tonight's Skyline Conference game between the Henley Hornets and the Phoenix Pirates. After 16 minutes of play tonight, it is 34-26. The Hornets lead the Pirates. My name is Josh Eldridge. Thank you so much for being along with us tonight, whether it's been just tonight or all season long. Appreciate you all the same. Henley led in scoring in the first half by Corbin Hamilton. He had 10 points. Phoenix led by Ethan Dobbins. He had 13. And we are just about ready for second half action. 5 on the floor for Henley. Coming out of the break, Corbin Hamilton, Micah Ibarra, Carson Sims, Reese Schmierbach, and Brody Fullerton. Still waiting on Coach Dennis Murphy to break his huddle over here on the near side. All right, looks like it's going to be David Flood, Angel Nunez, Isaiah Governor, Ethan Dobbins, and Chris Phillips on the floor for the Pirates. Flood will inbound on the far sideline, and we are off and running here in the third quarter. Chris Phillips throws it on the wing to David Flood. Sims comes out to guard him on the wing beyond the arc. Flood stands 6'2" beyond the arc there. Gives it up to Phillips. Now to the hands of Isaiah Governor. He tries to work in against the freshman Fullerton. Kick it out in the near corner. Dobbins, a triple, misses long. The rebound tipped out by Sims. And so the Pirates will hang on to it. Phillips to inbound. Looks in the corner to Dobbins. Schmierbach out to guard him there. Dobbins trying to give it up to Phillips here on the near wing. Cross-court pass. Ibarra to guard him there. Phillips looking for Dobbins, finds him at the free throw line. A quick turnaround jumper is no good, and Sims climbs the ladder for the rebound. Looking on the far side, gets it to Ibarra. One step inside the arc. Ibarra, a high arcing shot won't go. Fullerton the rebound. Dribble drive, no. Another offensive board. Outside to Schmierbach. Fakes a pass left. Drives in. A right-handed floater won't go. And David Flood pulls down the miss. Gives it up to Phillips. He'll cross the timeline here for the Pirates. Now on the wing to Flood. Flood around the horn, now into the hands of Dobbins. Here's Phillips now near wing. Phillips trying to find anyone to get the ball to. Drives in against Ibarra. Picks up the dribble 13 feet out. Then gives it up to Nunez in the corner. Nunez guarded by Hamilton. Phoenix draining the shot clock. Now 10 to shoot. They gave it up to Dobbins now with 6. Dobbins puts it on the deck with 4, taking a screen left with 3, double-teamed with 1 second. He gets a shot off, and it's no good. The rebound will fall to Brody Fullerton, and he throws it ahead to Ibarra. Ibarra backs out in his right hand, gives it up to Hamilton on the wing. Now to the hands of Schmierbach, unguarded for 3, you bet. Reese Schmierbach with his first made triple of the night gives him 11 points, and Henley an 11-point lead. 6:10 to go in the third quarter. Phillips rifles the pass ahead to Dobbins. Back to Phillips. Phillips looking for Nunez on the left side. Schmierbach guards him there. Now to Governor. Governor tries a right elbow jumper. It hangs on the rim. It doesn't go, and Carson Sims jumps up for the board. Throws the pass ahead to Schmierbach in close. The extra pass to Hamilton. That's beautiful basketball, and Coach Stock calls time. 39-26. 5:45 to go in the third. Back with more Henley basketball after this on mybasin.com.
Introducing Smith Bates Marcom Solutions, your trusted partner in marketing and communication. We specialize in crafting compelling campaigns, eye-catching graphics, and impactful branding materials.
Smith Bates is like working with dependable friends. They always help us build our professional image.
Through the innovative strategies that the team at Smith Bates suggested, we've been able to give the brand at Calor the boost that it desperately needed.
Unlock your potential with Smith Bates Marcom Solutions.
(39-26) our score with 5:45 to go in the third quarter. Henley leads Phoenix tonight. I'm going to give you an update from Pell Court. The Pelicans lead 14-13 against Mazama, just partway through the first quarter there. Plymouth Union's already clinched their spot into the Skyline Conference, but a rivalry game nonetheless. Mazama would love to beat them. Nunez tries to get the pass to Governor at the free throw line, throws it back outside to Flood, now to the hands of Phillips. Phillips throws it to Dobbins on the right side. Dumps it to Governor, guarded there by Jeremiah Brunick. Tries to get it out to Phillips. Ibarra pokes it free, but Phillips gets it back. Then to Flood in the corner with 5. Phoenix has 4. Flood fading away with 2. He hits the shot. A fadeaway bank-in shot from David Flood. Can't play much better defense than that if you're Henley. Schmierbach throws up a shot on the other side. It's not going to go. 39-28 the score. 5 minutes to go in the third. Pass comes near side to Dobbins. He tries a 3, and it's good. 16 points for him. Phoenix cutting into the deficit. They trail now by 8. Ibarra slowing things down up top. Takes a screen going right. Now tries to drive to the baseline. Picks up the dribble and then travels. Rafael Pena getting set to check in. He'll replace Reese Schmierbach. Pena and the junior varsity boys won on this floor earlier tonight against the Phoenix JV team. Pass intended for Nunez, a wild one, but he's able to recollect. Throws it ahead to Governor, then in the corner to Dobbins. Dobbins across the court to Phillips. Phillips guarded by Sims, then throws it on the wing to Flood. Flood brings it back out, now out to Phillips. 19 to shoot for Phoenix. Dobbins guarded by Pena, now to Nunez. Nunez at the free throw line, dribbles in, backs down Ibarra, then picks up his dribble. Outside to Phillips. Phillips gets to the right elbow with 6 seconds on the shot clock, drives inside, not able to hit the shot. Gets his own miss, kicks it to Dobbins. Dobbins saves it from going out, off of Pena. It ping-pongs around. Finally, Henley comes up with it. Ibarra drives in the right side, long striding to the cup, he scores. 8 points for Ibarra tonight. And a 10-point Henley lead. Pena denies the front court pass. Phoenix will keep possession. But active hands by Pena deny an easy break of the press. David Flood to inbound here in front of the scorer's table. Throws it to Phillips. Now in the front court to Dobbins. Taylor and Fullerton set to check in for Henley at the next stoppage. On the right wing, it's Dobbins. Dobbins gets the pass down low to Nunez. Picked up by Hamilton. A fadeaway jumper from the right side is true for Angel Nunez. Nunez has got 10 points tonight. Ibarra into the front court. Underhand dish to Sims. Sims from the free throw line fades away and gets fouled. Carson Sims to the line for a pair. He went to the line one previous time tonight, missed them both, but a chance to get him back here. Tonight's broadcast on MyBasin.com brought to you in part by Klamath Falls Subaru. Through the Subaru Love Promise and Subaru Share the Love events, Klamath Falls Subaru has donated thousands of dollars to dozens of hometown charities. Comfortable and not corporate at Klamath Falls Subaru. Stop by and say hi. Sims' first free throw was good. Fullerton, Talon Taylor, and Reese Schmierbach into the game for Henley. Sims has got another free throw coming up. And it's good. 43-33. 3:11 to go in the third quarter. Nunez throws the pass ahead to Dobbins. Stops at the free throw line. A good find to Governor in close, and he scores. Isaiah Governor's got 4 points tonight, and he trims the deficit back down to 8. Pena in the front court gives it up to Talon Taylor. Has all kinds of room, and he makes him pay for it. Coach Stock wants time after that made triple. Gives Henley an 11-point lead after Talon Taylor's made triple. 2:49 to go in the third. Back with more next on MyBasin.com.
Pacific Power works day in and day out to power our communities because we know our neighbors rely on us. We're trimming and clearing branches around poles and lines, protecting our system, and giving you real-time updates when storms roll in. You can count on us in all seasons. 24/7, we're here for you. Powering your greatness.
An 11-point Henley lead with 2:49 to go in the third quarter as we welcome you back to Henley basketball tonight on MyBasin.com. There's been a couple of games that we've been keeping tabs on tonight. The Oregon Tech Lady Owls a few minutes into the fourth quarter tonight in their Cascade Collegiate Conference quarterfinal matchup against College of Idaho. Tech leads 62-49. And a chance at the semifinal tomorrow, which you'll be able to listen to on 104.3 and 960 Sports. Mike Safford will be on the call all weekend long as OIT advances, and it's looking like both OIT teams have a chance to make the national tournament. Right now, the OIT men's team, after losing earlier in the week in their quarterfinal matchup against College of Idaho, will have to wait for an at-large bid, but things are lining up to where they should secure one. Lady Owls still in the running for a conference championship. If they win the conference championship, they get an auto bid. If they come up short, they'll have to rely on an at-large bid as well. But even so, it looks good that they'll make it, especially if they hang on to a quarterfinal win tonight against College of Idaho. But that's all happening in Salem. Here in Phoenix, Henley leads 46-35. The Pirates have the basketball. Ethan Dobbins on the near side throws an elbow to Rafael Pena, then fires from the mid-range. It's not going to go. Luca Patron pulls down the miss, drives inside, and gets fouled. So Patron will head to the line for two. The senior celebrating his senior night tonight, looking for his first points. Our broadcast tonight brought to you in part by Annalisa Casson and God's Gifts Photography. If you're a parent of a high school athlete, tired of trying to take good photos and keep up with the action, there is a solution. God's Gifts Photography attends high school sporting events in the Basin to take individual and team action photos at a great price. Search her up on Facebook, God's Gifts 2. Patron missed his first chance. He's got a second. And that one's no good. Brody Fullerton pulls down the miss. Ahead to Schmierbach in the front court for Henley. Gives it up to Ibarra. Ibarra jab steps with his right foot, then tosses it to Sims. Top of the key into a triple, too strong. Talon Taylor with the rebound. Schmierbach, left wing three. That's not going to go. That was Sims underneath. the offensive board and the putback, 48-35, and Carson Sims with his first make from the field tonight gives him 4 points. Chris Phillips throws it to David Flood there on the left side. Sims guards him there, trying to call for a screen. Flood drives the left side, kicks it to Patron on the wing. Now back into the hands of Phillips, head of the key. Here's Dobbins, 15 to shoot. Dobbins trying to drive the right side. Steps back, off the glass, no. The rebound pulled in by Sims. Highway robbery, comes out with it all the way in on the other side. He scores 2. 50-35. Back-to-back buckets for Carson Sims extends Henley's lead to 15 points. 90 seconds to go in the third. Luca Patron kicks it to David Flood in the corner. Flood back to Phillips. Ibarra looking to guard him close, now to the hands of Dobbins. Dobbins gives it up to Patron at the free throw line. Rifles the pass to Nunez in close. Lost the cutter on the cut, and that's 2 points for Phoenix. 50-37. A minute to go in the third. Talon Taylor for 3. That's how you get it back. That's his second made triple of this half. 10 points on the game. 53-37. 58 seconds to go. Henley in front of Phoenix in the third quarter. Dobbins knifing the dribble between his legs. Gives it up now to Phillips, top of the key. Now Flood, far side. Flood back to Phillips. This is what Phoenix is doing, working it around the perimeter. They allowed Nunez to cut in and score last time. They try a pick and roll. They give it to Nunez. The pick and roll nearly works to perfection. Nunez does get fouled. He'll be shooting 2. Tonight's broadcast on MyBasin.com brought to you in part by Geno's and their 40th anniversary. Geno's on East Main Street is open every single morning at 6:30, serving up their famous breakfast burritos. Those are served all day long, along with other menu items like burgers, monthly specials, and Italian favorites. You can order online at ilovegenos.com or have it brought to you with DoorDash. First free throw from Nunez was off the mark. He's got a second. Also, Humble has checked into the game. And a sub in. Governor will replace Nunez. 53-38 after a split trip at the line. 38 seconds to go in the third. Micah Ibarra into the front court, gives it up to Schmierbach. Now to Sims off a screen, top of the key. Gives it up to Ibarra, far side. Ibarra, right-handed dribble, now to the hands of Schmierbach. Now Taylor on the wing. Taylor driving in, now up top to Sims. He backs things out. Sims, right-handed dribble, lost it for a moment, and then a loose ball is picked up by Ibarra. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Ibarra driving left. Gets inside the arc, spins around, a free throw line jumper high off the window and in. A skillful shot for Micah Ibarra. He's got 10 points now. A half-court shot to end the third quarter. All for naught, as Henley carries a 55-38 win to the final quarter of the 2026 season. We'll wrap it up for you after a 60-second timeout on MyBasin.com.
At Geno's on East Main Street, we're always ready for sports season.
And now is a perfect time to connect with us.
We're open every morning at 6:30, serving simply good food
for your breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
We offer breakfast burritos and burgers all day, Italian family recipes,
monthly specials, amazing desserts, and of course, your choice of cold or hot beverages.
Call 884-6474 right now to place a food order for pickup or use DoorDash delivery.
Or best of all, come dine in with us.
Geno's on East Main, simply good food.
Check out our full menu and all our activities at ilovegenos.com. Geno's on East Main, simply good food.
(55-38) our score as we enter the final quarter of the 2025-26 Henley boys basketball season. The 5 on the floor for them: Corbin Hamilton, Reese Schmierbach, Micah Ibarra, Carson Sims, and Kai Montag. For Phoenix, it is Ethan Dobbins, Chris Phillips, Luca Patron, Eli Humble, and Isaiah Governor. And What have we got here? Officials talking. We've got the athletic director talking to officials here on the near side. I'm thinking we might need to take another timeout, potentially. All right, we'll be back in 30 seconds as we get ready for the start of the fourth quarter, 55-38 on mybasin.com.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Oregon, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
I think might have had a drop of blood on the floor, perhaps, so going to have a quick stoppage. But I think we're ready to start the fourth quarter. Same 10 on the floor for both teams. We'll reset it all for you. Sims, Ibarra, Schmierbach, Montag, and Hamilton out there for the boys in yellow. Or gold, I suppose. For Phoenix, it's Humble, Governor, Phillips, Patron, and Dobbins. 55-38, Henley leads as we enter the final quarter. Schmierbach crossing the timeline here for Henley. Trying to drive the right side, gives it up to Ibarra. Ibarra now to the hands of Sims on the right wing. Has it poked free, but only because Humble fouled him. And so a chance to reset things here for the Hornets. Humble picks up the first foul of this period, the second for him on this game. And it'll be Schmierbach to inbound. Gets it into Hamilton. Hamilton driving the right side to Schmierbach in the corner for three. It's not going to go. And Governor pulls down the miss. Gives it up to Phillips. Ahead to Dobbins. Dobbins to Governor. Backs down Sims. Pardon me, that's Montag. Then they give it outside to Phillips. Phillips trying to give it to Humble in the corner. Back to Phillips. Head of the key. Guarded there by Ibarra. 20 to shoot. Plenty of time for Phoenix. Phillips is going to drive in. Gets to the free throw line. He's going to travel. Trying to work in against Ibarra. So it'll be Corbin Hamilton to inbound now. He finds Ibarra, and here come the Hornets into the front court. Now to the hands of Schmierbach. Schmierbach taking a screen going left, now gives it up to Sims. Sims on the left wing, hands it off to Hamilton between the circles. Hamilton skips the pass to Schmierbach in the corner, drives in with his right hand. A slick move, is going to score 2 and 1. Reese Schmierbach, a beautiful take. That gives him 13 points on the ball game, and he's 4 for 4 at the line tonight, and a chance to shoot one more. Senior playing his final quarter of Henley basketball for his career. Trying to leave his mark on this one as Phoenix brings in a couple of subs. Angel Nunez and David Flood return to the game. One free throw pending for Reese Schmierbach. It is no good. The rebound tipped up and around into the hands of Nunez. Montag nearly poked it free, but the Pirates get it back. Phillips guarded by Ibarra, the length of the floor. Now to the front court. Phillips tries to drive down the middle, picks up the dribble, throws it to Humble on the wing. He triggers a three. It's good. Ethan Dobbins has shot great from downtown tonight. That is his fourth made triple. It's 55-41. Pardon me, 57-41. 6:37 to go in the ball game. A missed mid-range for the Hornets, and the Pirates coming the other way. Here's Phillips, top of the key, guarded there by Ibarra. Now on the wing to Dobbins. Might try another triple. Watch for him. He's got the hot hand. Trying to back down Schmierbach. Up top, Chris Phillips a three. Leaves it short. Long rebound tipped and won by Schmierbach. Ahead for Henley. The right-handed lay-in is good. It's now 59-41. 6 minutes to go. Chris Phillips gives it up to Dobbins on the wing. Guarded by Schmierbach. Back to Phillips. Around to Flood. Back to Phillips. He's trying to drive the right side, working in against Ibarra. Gets into the paint, and he's able to score 2. 5 points for him tonight, and a 59-43 win. A 59-43 score. Hamilton has it, top of the key. Thought about giving it up to Sims. Instead, he's going to give it up to Schmierbach there on the right side. Back in the corner to Hamilton for three. No good. The rebound falls to Governor. Now to Montag, and a foul called against Kai Montag. Hornets fans less than pleased with that call against Kai. He's had a hard time tonight. Any type of contact, Montag has been whistled, although credit to him, he's not letting it affect him too much, I suppose. Jeremiah Brunick checks in, Talon Taylor checks in. And that's the first Henley team foul here in the fourth quarter. 5.5 to go. Phillips gives it up to Flood there on the far side. Back to Phillips, top of the key. Now to the hands of Dobbins. Dobbins to Phillips. Thought about a deep one. Taylor out to guard him, trying to drive by him on the left side. Spins around. He's looking for Flood in close, but it's poked free by Brunick into the hands of Taylor. Then it's almost stolen back, but Henley able to keep possession. Here's Sims. Sims driving the left side. In he goes. He gets wrapped up and fouled hard. Sims going back to the line. A silent first half for Carson, but he scored 6 points here in the second half, and a chance at the free throw line here. He is 2 for 4 at the line so far tonight. Tonight's broadcast on mybasin.com brought to you in part by Elevate Physical Therapy, Fitness and Performance. They use a modern and research-backed approach to physical therapy to ensure you see both a reduction in pain and enhanced mobility, getting you back to peak levels of optimal health and wellness. Elevate Physical Therapy, Fitness and Performance has been treating athletes of all ages since 2020. Sims perfect from the line. 61-43, 5 minutes to go. Henley in front. Here's Dobbins. Bouncing it to Wyatt Parent, new to the game here for Phoenix. Parent guarded by Taylor. Rolls it underneath to Governor, going to work against Brunick. A fadeaway jumper from the right block, not going to go. Sims wins the rebound. He's going to jog ahead here for Henley. Gives it up to Schmierbach on the right side. Calls for a screen going right. Denies it. Drives. He's blocked at the cup by Governor. And Schmierbach going to inbound this one still. Schmierbach looking at the baseline, trying to find Brunick in close. A beautiful take by Jerry. He scores 2. His first points of the night. Way to get those 2 points on his final basketball game of his high school career. Those are good ones. Dobbins has it on the right wing, gives it up to Wyatt Parent, now to the hands of Nunez. Nunez trying to direct Parent where to go, sets a screen for Governor. Nunez just trying to dribble in against Hamilton with 16 seconds. A 19-foot jumper's not going to go. And Schmierbach racing ahead here for Henley. Bounce pass into Brunick for 2. A beautiful feed in the senior connection. Jeremiah Brunick has got 4 points. Coach Brian Stock is fired up. High fives all around. 65-43, halfway through the fourth. Back with more next on mybasin.com. (65-43) halfway through the fourth quarter tonight. Henley in front of the Phoenix Pirates. They've built themselves out a big lead here in the final moments of this one. Before we continue things in the fourth quarter, want to give you an update from Salem tonight. The Oregon Tech Lady Owls a win in the Cascade Collegiate Conference quarterfinals. They defeated College of Idaho 71-57. Tech is moving on to the semifinal tomorrow, and we'll have coverage for you on 104.3 and 960 Sports tomorrow for OIT Lady Owls basketball. Encourage you to tune in. Mike Safford will be on the call tomorrow afternoon. 5 on the floor for Henley for this stretch. Mike Ibarra, Reese Schmierbach, Talon Taylor, Brody Fullerton, and Jeremiah Brunick. For Phoenix, Wyatt Parent, Ethan Dobbins, David Flood, Isaiah Governor, and Angel Nunez. Here's Dobbins. Working against Schmierbach, throws it to Flood there on the wing. Flood driving in, has a mismatch, but he's unable to score in close. Fullerton and Nunez get tied up for the board. They're going to call a tie-up. Boy, oh boy, these whistles are coming so late. Now someone else already had possession of the basketball, guys. It's going to be Pirates basketball. Phillips going to be the one who inbounds. Inbounds it quickly to Flood. Triggers a fast three. It's no good. The rebound is going to fall to Fullerton. Gives it ahead to Schmierbach. Races ahead. Off the window. Schmierbach scores 2 on a great finish. 67-43. 3.5 to go. Pass goes ahead to Flood in the corner on the far side. Is left alone from range, and he's going to make Henley pay for it. They backed off of him, and he sank a triple. 67-46. 3:15 to go in this one. Schmierbach ahead for Henley. Has it in his right hand. They leave Schmierbach alone for 3. He's not able to make him pay for it. Nunez pulls down the miss. Phillips ahead to Flood on the wing. Driving in against Schmierbach. He gives it up on the outside to Phillips. Phillips at the free throw line. Backs back out beyond the arc. Now to Flood on the left side. Guarded by Schmierbach. Here's Phillips. Phillips rifles the pass to Governor down low, but he can't hold on to it. Slips right between his hands. Good play design all for naught as Montag and Pena check in. Schmierbach and Brunick head off the floor. They're going to be greeted by hugs down the sideline on the bench. The 2 seniors on this squad checking out. It's been a good turnaround season this year for Henley. The seniors ought to be proud after a season in which Henley didn't win a game in Skyline Conference play. It's looking with every passing second like they'll be able to hold on to this one and wrap up a 500 season. Reese Schmierbach, a big part of that. Jeremiah Brunick missed a large part of the middle of this season, but is instrumental as a team captain into the morale of this team, and great to see him grab a few points down the stretch in this one. Here's Rafael Pena giving it up to Talon Taylor. Now we get to see the future of this Henley Hornets team. Here's Rafael Pena, a deep 3. He's not able to get it. The rebound falls to Luca Petrone. Ahead to Humble. Humble in the corner. A 3 from James Andrus is good. The junior checks in for Phoenix and immediately makes an impact. 67-49. Montag nearly able to hit one in close, but Fullerton gets the rebound, the putback, and one. Talk about the future of Henley. Brody Fullerton, the freshman, has made a huge impact this season as well. Started the game at the junior varsity level, and as Henley's roster went through a series of changes in December and early January, Brody Fullerton has stepped up and not only solidified a role on this team, but a starting role on this team. His rebounding ability and his ability to stand in and play tough, well, it's one of the reasons why he was a great football player. It's one of the reasons why he's going to be a very good basketball player here at Henley High School, trying to convert on a 3-point play here. Not able to do so, and the rebound falls to Luca Petrone. Gives it up to Wyatt Parent. Now to the hands of Eli Humble. Humble throws it near side to James Andrus. Back up top to Humble. Driving in. Stops at the elbow, gives it outside to Parent. Under 2 minutes to go in this one. 20-point lead for the Hornets. Parent has it, head of the key, gives it up near side to Humble. Humble trying to find Theo Hodgson, maybe in close, drives the right side, spins around, gives it up top to Hodgson. Now into the hands of Andrus. 7 to shoot for Phoenix. Here's Humble, now with 5, takes a screen with 4, with 3, he's trapped, they get rid of it, but no shot. The Henley defense stands tall, and they force the shot clock violation. You know, this team is having fun out there in the final minutes of this season. I think a lot of the guys on the floor would tell you it took them a while to have fun this year. But these last few weeks have been lots of fun for Henley basketball. A deep 3 missed for the Hornets there. Wyatt Parent grabs the rebound. It's great to see this team come together and really play their best basketball of the year down the stretch. Humble blocked by Taylor in close. The rebound picked up by Fullerton. Pass goes ahead. Here's Hoblet in the corner. Hoblet dribbling around all these defenders. Gets a shot to go, but there was a whistle before the shot. That should give you an idea of how skilled Harley Hoblet can be around the cup, though. Saw him in the junior varsity game, too. Can definitely shoot the 3 as well. He'll be shooting free throws here. That was the 5th foul for Phoenix. It puts Henley in the bonus. Harley Hoblet to the line. First is no good. A couple of subs in for Phoenix. Chris Phillips in, Ethan Dobbins in. The 2 seniors back out onto the floor for Phoenix as they play their final minute, their high school career, to a round of applause here by the home faithful at Phoenix High School. Hoblett's second free throw is good. Henley up 70-49, a minute 2 left to go. Ahead, Phillips tries a three, nothing but net, hardly touched the net. That one was meant to go in for the senior on his senior night. Pena the other way for the Hornets. The freshman trying to answer with a three of his own. Off the window, no good, and the Pirates get the rebound. Ethan Dobbins looking for his points, nearly loses it. It goes outside to Humble. They give it back to Dobbins. Dobbins back to Humble. Back to Dobbins. Down underneath to Patron, trying to back down. Pena picks his pocket. Taylor bouncing it ahead. A shot is good for the Hornets. 20-point lead. On the other side, Dobbins hits a three. Meant to go in for the senior on his night. Pena in the corner. Gives it up. Another deep shot, and it will result in free throws here for the Hornets. 8 seconds to go. Hornets going to be on a happy bus ride back to the Klamath Basin tonight. First free throw, no good. We reminded you of plenty of our sponsors tonight on mybasin.com for our live broadcast. Dobbins and Patron and Phillips come off the floor. The three seniors tonight for Phoenix. They get a big round of applause, as they should. These boys as juniors last year made the state tournament, competed at the top of the Skyline Conference. This year just wasn't their season, but they played all the way through nonetheless. Free throw's good. 73-55, 8 seconds to go. The Pirates might get one more shot. Humble nearly loses it. Pena playing defense till the horn. A half-court shot will not go. Our final score tonight, 73-55. The Hornets wrap up the 2026 season with a win at Phoenix High School. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll run down the leading scorers for you and get set for the postseason for the Henley Lady Hornets in just a bit. Stick around on mybasin.com.
The cars we drive play an important part of our everyday. Whether we're going to work, dropping off the kids at school, or maybe even on that first date. Vehicles we drive play an important role in all of that. And that's why at Klamath Falls Subaru, we are so passionate about getting you the long-lasting vehicle that you will love. When you come to our store, you'll find that every department is dedicated to caring for our customers, which is why I can proudly send anyone here knowing that they will be treated like family. Stop by and say hi. When you come to Klamath Falls Subaru, you're coming home.
All I do is wait. So lonely, I just sigh and moan. Seems like I've been waiting forever, wondering if you're coming home. I just saw your face. I know you're coming home. I swear there is no place that feels as good as home. And then I heard your voice. I know you're coming home. I know you're coming home.
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coltwell Banker, where home begins.
Introducing Smith Bates Marcom Solutions, your trusted partner in marketing and communication. We specialize in crafting compelling campaigns, eye-catching graphics, and impactful branding materials.
Smith Bates is like working with dependable friends. They always help us build our professional image.
Through the innovative strategies that the team at Smith Bates suggested, we've been able to give the brand at Calor the boost that it desperately needed.
Unlock your potential with Smith Bates Marcom Solutions.
73-55 the score. Final score tonight, the Henley Hornets with a victory over the Phoenix Pirates. Leading scorers tonight for Henley. On his senior night, Reese Schmierbach leads the Hornets with 17 points. Corbin Hamilton added 12, 10 each for Micah Ibarra and Talon Taylor, 8 for Carson Sims, 4 each for Jeremiah Brunick, Kai Montag, and Brody Fullerton. Your scorers tonight for the Henley Hornets. The Phoenix Pirates, led by a senior on their senior night as well, Ethan Dobbins, a scorching hot night from downtown. He nailed 5 threes and finished with 21 points. He was helped out with 12 from Angel Nunez, 8 for Chris Phillips, 5 for David Flood, and 4 for Isaiah Governor, 1 for Luca Patron. Tonight, your scorers for the Phoenix Pirates. The Henley Hornets end the season on a high note. They'll finish this year 12-13 overall, 6-6 in league play. And for a season which I think a lot of people had high expectations coming to this year for Henley, after a season where they lost all of their league games last year, you're looking for a big bounce-back win, but I think this is a modest rebuilding season for Henley. They started the season on December 4th and went 2-1 at the Wairika Invitational. I think everyone was very pleased with that performance, but the month of December and the first part of January were not kind to this Henley team, and in fact, there was a lot of frustrations brewing. A couple of 1-point losses, a 2-point loss as well, and some games where you thought, gosh, we really could have kept our composure and won those games. But in the month of February, Henley played their best basketball of the season. They started with a win against Mazama. They did have a 1-point loss to Hidden Valley. That was, again, one of those ones where you thought, gosh, we should have won even in the month of February. But you almost knocked off the league champs, and it felt good for Henley, who then went out and defeated Klamath Union, went on the road and beat Phoenix. They wound up losing to Mazama on the 17th, but they beat the league champion Hidden Valley back on Tuesday, 56-51, and they end the season on a high note tonight, winning 4 of their final 5 games to finish 500 on the season. The Hornets might not have won the league championship this year. They might not have been in the playoffs, but Coach Brian Stock in his second season has completed a great turnaround, nearing a 500 overall record after not winning a single league game a season ago. And for Henley, their seniors graduating the program this season, Reese Schmierbach and Jeremiah Brunick, 2 instrumental spiriting pieces of this team. Of course, Reese leading the team in scoring tonight, but you look at the junior class that you've got back for next year. Corbin Hamilton, Micah Ibarra, Carson Sims, Kai Montag, all guys that look to return to the program, along with the freshmen that you've got as well in Rafael Pena and Brody Fullerton. You figure these guys to have a big role next year. And then the sophomores as well. Kai Taylor in the mix to be a big contributor next year. Saw him in street clothes tonight. Hope he's doing okay, but anticipate big things from the Hornets again in 2026 and 2027. But for a lot of these guys, attention now turns to the diamond as Henley baseball will get going with practices beginning, I believe, in a couple of weeks, and we'll, of course, be on the call for you then. It doesn't mean that the basketball season is completely over, though. The Henley Lady Hornets on to the Sweet 16, the OSAA 16-team postseason. They'll host a home game next week. Who they'll host, we don't quite know yet. The rankings freeze on Tuesday night in the OSAA, and so we'll find out then who the Hornets will host either Friday or Saturday. Again, not entirely sure who they will play yet. The Henley boys season ends here, and I want to say thank you again for joining us, whether it was just tonight, whether it was just for league season, or whether you joined us for the very first broadcast of the year all the way back on December 4th. Thank you so much for being along with this journey with me here on mybasin.com. I want to thank Coach Brian Stock, his staff, for being great to work with this season. The Henley Athletic Director, Luke Hammond, as well. Their principal here in attendance, Jesse Hamilton. It's been a great season for Henley Hoops, and still a couple more games to go on the girls' side. But the boys end the season on a 73-55 win tonight. Thanks again for joining us. My name is Josh Eldridge. Hope you have a great weekend. So long and good night from Phoenix High School.